podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You know the saying,
every day I'm hustling.
stay hungry, stay humble.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm humble in defeat, and I'm going to remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Saudi Beyonce Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at it, like, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean, man? It takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. It's a hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
What up, what up, what up, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Thursday, previews and predictions, and we got the big fight with Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk, and we're going to be doing our previews and predictions today. I got the queen in the building, Micah K, so you already know we're going to have a very detailed breakdown. You know, she loves to do research. Then there's other things to talk about in the news and in the media, man. We'll talk a little bit of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, who has just come out and said that he'd be able to beat Wilder on a 3-day notice. Then we're going to talk back across the pond, you know, because we're going to start there with Anthony Joshua, come back over here with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, jump back across the pond and talk about Adrian Broner and the fact that he's rejected 2 offers to fight Conor Benn. Why, Broner? We want that fight. You need that fight. Get yourself that fight, please. Then, I guess last but not least, we'll talk about the saga, never-ending saga. I'm so tired already of this bull crap with Teofimo Lopez and George Cambroso. The date, the saga continues, another push back. Now they're saying October 16th at the Barclays Center. I mean, they just need to throw this fight out. But Micah K, the queen, what it do? How are you?
What up, though? What up, though? How you doing, Ness? What's up, TBV fam? Oh, my goodness. I'm glad you did that because I thought I was tripping for us.
I had no clue it was closed. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm like, it's black. Yes, so, you know, I'm back. I'm excited to be back on TBV on the channel. Just letting you know that was an excellent show this morning. I love the questions that you and Beeves did. Fire. You know, I'm all about information, learning. And I just wanted to, plug something really quickly. I got a nice, interview coming up. I need everybody that support the queen. The interview should drop by next week. This young man name is Khalil Harvey Jr. I'm all about working with the youth in Michigan, dealing with boxing. Let me give you a few things about him really quickly. He's 54-6. That's his record right now. His age is 13. He's a 10-time national champ, and he was ranked number 1 in the country from USA Today. So that interview is going to be dropping next week. Huh?
I said you're starting with him young. He's only 13.
Only 13. So, I'm all about the youth. I love working with the kids and getting interviews. That's something that I'm definitely going to do. I'm not worried about the views. This is my passion. That's what I like to do.
Well, I got some amateurs for you, man. I actually got a national champ. I think he's 11 years old. He's trained by one of our listeners, JT. Or do you only do amateurs or youth in Michigan?
No, everywhere. I'll take anything. I love doing interviews, working with the kids.
Yeah. I'm sure JT would be happy. And there's a lot of amateurs within the community. A lot of our fathers that listen to the show are training their sons. So they'll be excited to hear that because I really don't do amateurs. Like, you got to be like already, you know, in the Olympics or alternate or something where you're on that cusp. And we know, like we had Keyshawn on when he was in amateur, because it's like, we know you about to get signed. Troy Isley, like we know you about to get signed. So I don't start so young, because unfortunately the truth is that the streets, you know, can take a kid. He can be all that, and then 17, it's like he's gone. You know what I mean? So I try to let him pan out. But again, my theory on the amateurs keeps changing. I remember I didn't even deal with amateurs, because it's like you said, there's no views. It's a waste of time if you're looking to grow in the immediate. See, because you're investing in this 13-year-old, so obviously when he's 18, you're plugged in. So your investment is long-term. So it's just, you know, you got to pick your poison. And obviously you've picked that long-term, like myself. I just didn't go that far. My motto has always been big, little, small, interviewing them all. But damn, I don't do 13-year-olds. I remember, and it's funny because I should. This is a good lesson that I'm learning, because I remember I met Chris Colbert when he was super young, before he was a pro, and he had all his belts on him. And then I'm like, he's like, yo, I'm going to be on the boxing way. I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? Fast forward, you know, they start calling him Lil B-Hop. He's got signed to Golden Boy. He was with B-Hop and Bernard Hopkins, and then ended up with Al Heyman. So, yeah, man, you're doing the right thing. You know, I like I said, I made the mistake early on, kind of dragging my feet with it. But it does pan out, you know. I interviewed
see, that's
the
my
whole
thing. I just pray that, you know, they don't forget, you know, because
once
they get to, you know, they don't want to deal with you no more.
You.
If they see I'm not on the level that they would like, you know. So hopefully, God willing, some will come out of it, as long as, you know, I keep up and stay connected. God willing, yep.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get something out of it because you're doing good. So it may not come from the fighters that you interviewing. It'll come from someone else looking at the time you're investing in the youth. It might be USA Boxing that reaches out to you. You know what I mean? So it's pretty good. But I know that you do a lot of research, man, and I know you drop your own prediction video. So obviously plug that, but give us a little tease of what you think is gonna happen in this Joshua Usyk fight.
Okay, you already know. Make sure y'all go, because I'm at like, man, I ain't checked in a second. I'm like at 548. I really want to make sure this channel get monetized. I know I got to put in more work. You know, I have a job. So I'm just letting y'all know, giving y'all a little insight of what the queen. You'll see me. I try to come on the Boxing Voice at least on Thursdays or every other Thursday. So I'm trying to make sure my channel get monetized. So if you really, truly, genuinely, you know, want to see the queen, I need y'all to make sure y'all spreading the word. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And that's Afternoon Sports Slate. I'll put the link in the you know in the live chat, but make sure you subscribe, because I'm trying to get to this 1,000. I definitely want to up my game. I know with YouTube too, you got to be consistent, and I really got to start doing more than maybe 1 or 2 videos.
Or you can pick a day, Micah. Your consistency can still be a weekly and a monthly thing. You just got to let your subscribers know, like, yo, we drop videos every Thursday, and that's it. Just do it once a week, you know, versus just randomly uploading whenever you find time. Give them a schedule so they know what to expect. And it helps you too, because now you know you got 7 days to get that next video done.
Facts, exactly. So yeah, let me give you a little tidbit. So make sure you check out that prediction video. Like I said, I just dropped that yesterday on Joshua versus Usyk. I feel like right now I'm leaning towards, this is my first time actually doing an AJ prediction video. I was like, let me go over across the pond. Let me tap into, you know, that side, because I never did an AJ prediction video. So I'm leaning towards, you know, definitely AJ with the win. One thing that I could say about AJ that everybody, you know, should pay attention to, and, you know, let me know if you see something different. No problem. We can agree to disagree. But I feel like AJ utilizes the jab. One thing about AJ, for him to be a heavyweight, he utilizes the jab to me very well, and, you know, just has that natural power with his jab. And we know his right hand is dangerous. He likes the uppercut. He likes that right hand. And then with Usyk, a lot of people saying it could possibly be an upset, but one thing I can say about Usyk that I really like is I feel like he has very good movement in his feet to transition from cruiserweight to the heavyweight division. So, but I'm leaning towards AJ with the win with that one.
Yeah, I think just based off of the size alone, I'm like, wow, I never knew Usyk was that small next to AJ. Like, this face-off pick, he doesn't look like he belongs in the heavyweight division. And I guess it's going to sound weird. I'm going to screen share it now for those following along on YouTube. But, like, it's like he fits inside of AJ's body. I'm going to send you the Instagram, if because it may take a little longer for you to see it. I guess by the time I send it, it'll be there. Micah. Okay. All right, so this is the face-off picture that I'm discussing.
Okay, I see it.
Sorry, I'm getting a text. So I just see him look at his head. His head literally fits inside AJ's head. Like, he's just too small. Shoulders. His shoulders don't even come up to AJ's shoulders, let alone the size of AJ's shoulders. Now, obviously, size doesn't win fights, and he can stay away. That's my worry. I was saying that this morning. My worry is that he's gonna have this boring run around the ring box, and I don't want to see that. I hope AJ can cut the distance, but Jesus, he is so big. I wonder what's the size, the reach advantage difference. You know what I mean? Like, how many inches does AJ have over Usyk's reach? Will he be able to, cut the distance easier with a jab or something because he got so much more of a reach?
I got it right here. His reach, so Usyk's reach is 78, and then AJ reach is 82. I got you, Brandon. I'm looking at the chat. Listen. Oh, this chat be so spicy. But anyway, let me focus in. So yeah, his reach is 78, and AJ reach is 82. So yeah, like you see, okay, and then Usyk is 6'3", and AJ is 6'6". So
6'3", that just seems so small. And those 3 inches, they just look so much bigger. I don't know. He just looks so small, so thin to me. Just looks so small. I don't know.
Yeah, right. You're right. The size difference, when I'm seeing that, what you just showed me, let me see. I don't know. He is looking so much. He definitely looking smaller. So that's why, like I said, that's why I'm leaning towards AJ for sure to win this fight. Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. I mean, he's proven, especially in the heavyweight division. I know that Alexander Usyk has been doing what he has to do at cruiserweight, but at heavyweight, he's been a little underwhelming, to be honest. He hasn't excited me. His fights haven't got me clamoring to see him. I'm just, for me.
Me too. I'm agreeing with you. Even the whole, AJ to me, and I know this might be, it has not been the most exciting. Even like with Ruiz, like I even said with my breakdown, I felt like he learned to, just utilize his distance a little bit more when he fought Ruiz and things like that. But it's nothing that just like brings me to just excitement, to be honest. So we gonna see how this fight goes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon. Let me say one thing, because I'm not gonna be too, because I try not to focus in too much on the chat, try not to give y'all too much light. Let me say this. Let me say this really quickly about a certain situation. I don't have no problems with anybody else. I don't take anything personal. This is a business, number one. The Boxing Voice, I look at this as a family. Whoever come on this show, like I said, with Lady Chan, everybody has their different flavor. Ness and Lady Chan, they chemistry, I'm all about working together. I'm only on this show. This is a platform Ness has given me the opportunity to help me build so I can go over to my platform as well. So I don't want y'all pinning each other against each other. I'm not going to come on this show to disrespect anybody. I'm definitely not going to disrespect another black woman. That's who y'all love. That's fine. There's certain people that love me, certain people that love her.
But they putting you against her?
I'm not saying they are putting against, but I'm just letting it be known right now. Ain't nobody you're not gonna get under my skin. You're not gonna bother me. Yes, this is one that she should be, this is her boy. This is AJ. That's good. She has, that's good entertainment, great quality. If she come on, hop on, join in on the fun. I'm not like that at all. Let's not get it twisted. But what you're not gonna do, if it's somebody in the chat, make sure y'all stay respectful. Make sure you understand if you don't like me, that's no problem. You want Lady Chan, if she gonna be on there, but you gonna get this work, you gonna see the queen on certain times, okay? That's all it is. Point blank, period. I ain't gonna over talk it no longer, but you're not gonna have me feeling some type of way. I love what I do.
What did they say?
I love what I'm just saying. I'm just letting it be known. I'm just letting it be known now, because I can certain people in the chat, listen, I'm gonna let it go. Just make sure you be respectful. Be easy. That's all I can say. Ain't nobody say nothing. I'm just saying, don't try to. A lot of times people try to make women compete against each other. She has her platform. God bless her. Let her prosper. We all doing this together. This is not easy to come on this show and do what we doing.
Yeah. You know what it is? These people really enjoy conflict. Controversy sells, so but yeah, I mean, I see my man Raw Dog doesn't like why I'm picking AJ, but I think it's just evident. His resume speaks for itself. He's durable. He had one mishaps with Andy Ruiz, and whether you believe it was a fluke or not, he learned from it, and he has a different style of boxing that he can call on if need be now, so I just can't see Usyk beat him. I don't remember him even hurting Chisora, right? Like, I don't remember Usyk hurting Chisora. So how are you going to beat AJ? AJ's so big. I met AJ. He's really, really, I'm tall. But compared to a lot of these heavyweights, I'm thin. Like, AJ is massive. He's massive. So, I don't know. I don't think that Usyk will be able to hurt him. Even if he's as good a boxer as people believe, I feel like he's going to be on the outside anyway. And I think that's the biggest issue. Like, can AJ cut the 24-foot ring off? That'll be the story of the night.
Right, because that's how I feel too, because I feel like with Usyk, just like you said, with Derek, I didn't really, even though, because that went 12 rounds, and of course he got the win, but just like you saying, also, is Usyk going to be able to even handle AJ Power, because Derek still touched him up. Now, Derek's problem to me has always been stamina. It looked like Derek was through, really the fifth and sixth round, it looked like Derek, got tired quickly. He always, to me, seems like he gets tired. Like, he does good them first few rounds, then he kind of fizzles out, especially late.
Derek is like a cat with 9 lives. I don't know if you know, but it is news in 258 Management, AJ's management company, signed Derek Chisora. So this dude's been with everybody, and they've all been big names. And even at this late stage in his career, he just signs another deal with one of the biggest heavyweights and one of the biggest management companies, and ends up getting this Chisora Parker rematch. Did you know that's official now?
So when that happened? That just happened like this week or something?
Yeah, it happened this week. I'll double check, what's the exact date, but I'm pretty sure Derek Chisora is fighting Joseph Parker again in a rematch. So shout out to Parker. Right. I mean to Chisora. Like, again, he's a cat, man. He has 9 lives. The dude just keeps getting great fights.
Right. That's what I'm saying. How he keep getting the fights too. I mean, I'm not hating. That's good that he getting it, just like you saying. But that is crazy. He consistently gets the fights.
Big fights too. Big fight.
Right.
Yeah, there it is. It's on their Instagram. The official date is December 18th. the week after Border Wars, and it will be, and he's the A side too. Like, even though it's Parker Chisora, the poster has a bigger face of Chisora. So I don't know. But it does say Joseph Parker versus Chisora, and they do it again December 18th. So once again, since we're talking AJ, shout out to AJ that, is able to do this for his fighters, And also, I don't know if you know that AJ also signed a career, they're calling it like a career-ending deal or something like that, where like he signed for Matchroom for the rest of his career, like until he retires and shit. So
right, I didn't really read too much on it, but I definitely saw, that he signed that. I think I saw him in a picture, AJ on his Twitter. He had the picture with him and Eddie Hearn.
Yeah. So for Eddie, that's huge, because now he's never got to worry about losing AJ. And that shows other fighters, wow, one of the most richest, one of the biggest faces in boxing is that content with you that he signed for the rest of his life. I guess that's going to bring some business for Eddie, in my opinion, I guess, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, because, it's AJ, the heavyweight champ, so he got him locked in. So it's right. Like a lot of things else can happen from the result of having, that key guy with him, So.
Mm-hmm. So this fight with Chisora Parker will happen in the Manchester Arena. And you know what? I can't say that I'm mad. Chisora always makes for a good fight. Like, obviously, if you put him in there with Usyk, no one wants to watch it because Usyk is the one that's going to be around, running around, circling the ring. You know what I mean? So, but Chisora Parker will make for a fun fight. And I like both of the Chisora Dillian White fights. And speaking of Dillian White, I don't know if you know that he's fighting Odawa Valeen now, too, as well. Matchroom doing their thing with the heavyweights.
Yeah, we getting a lot of heavyweights. No, but let me go back. So you feel like the Usyk and AJ fight, you think it's just gonna be like complete, like a little snooze fest?
I don't want to say that.
Okay.
I just am afraid that Usyk is gonna run around the ring. I'm afraid that it's gonna be a fight that AJ has to catch up to Usyk. Like, I don't know that Usyk is going to meet him in the center. I don't know that Usyk is going to want to engage. I think he's going to, stick to that amateur style and how he fought as cruiserweight. Like, hit you in and out, kind of trying to confuse you with his in and out kind of dancey style. But, like, he's not really an engager. And again, AJ just looks big. I mean, if Chisora could land that really telegraphing right hand, it was so loopy, he would be bringing it like from his waist, and it's like he'll still land it. What happens when AJ cuts the distance with a straight right, like he did on Charles Martin? Not that was I know that was a counter, but what I mean is the way he technically threw it right off the shoulder versus overhand loopy like a Maidana Chisora right hand. I just don't. I mean, let me see. I did check the betting lines earlier this morning, and the bookies think it might go over 9, which I'm shocked. They feel like maybe AJ can't stop Usyk. Like, yeah, he'll win a points decision, but maybe he can't stop him because the over/under was minus money the last time I checked. It was over 9.5 rounds was like minus 115 or something like that. So even the bookies.
And I was peeping like the Twitter, even though, Twitter and boxing fans, the sports fans on Twitter, they're a little, off. I call them, a lot of them a little crazy. So you got to kind of weave. You got to kind of weave them out. But,
they toxic,
some people,
man.
Exactly.
They're not real boxing fans on Twitter. It's crazy. They're just so upset and like bitter.
Boxing is such, I'm going to be honest, because, and that's another thing, some of you, in the chat might not know, the Queen does other things besides boxing. I do basketball, I do football. I'm a sports junkie. So I do a lot of things different, just, a lot of things besides boxing. But what I've noticed about boxing fans and just the sport in general, really getting even deeper into it the last couple of years, man, it's so divisive. It's like one of the most, and like dealing with the fans and just Twitter, like it's really, cut and dry. It's like, this is my favorite fighter. If you don't like this favorite fighter, I'm not rocking with you at all. I never.
And
like,
now I hate you.
Fans,
now I hate you.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not like
one of those things. It's almost
crazy.
to the point where I never seen. Like I said, I've been watching boxing, of course, because okay, let's say seriously, 7 to plus 8 years. But this is the most, as far as with my analyst journalism, the last couple of years, getting really deep into it. And I've never, this fan base with boxing, it's almost like if you do not like my favorite fighter, you're done. I'm cutting you off.
Yep.
I'm not rocking with you. And so I don't know how you feel about this, Ness, but even the job that, we're doing, and I know you have great, you've done a lot of great things. I don't even like now. That's why I pull back even with following certain fighters, certain things like that, because it's just different. It's different on the boxing side. Because, if you don't choose them to win the fight, and you guys have talked about this several times,
Yes.
the boxer will be
They'll
so
cut you off.
sensitive.
They'll cut
so
you
on
off,
Instagram, I don't even.
Or
that's
you
why
might,
sometimes,
they might cut you, like they might cut you off, or you become an enemy of their fans. So it's like, even if he doesn't like you, his fans dislike you now. It's very, like I said, it's
wild. It's different on this side.
Crazy.
Like I said, basketball, you have it. I can only say, because some of you might not know this either, I'm a huge LeBron fan. So it was one point in time, not to take it over, we only talk about basketball for a second, but I'm trying to relate the two. It was one point in time where Brian left Cleveland to go to Miami. The hate was bad. I was getting hateful messages.
Yeah, I remember they burnt his jersey, right? Like, yes, I don't even watch basketball, and I heard that.
I was getting threats on Facebook for being a fan of LeBron. That's how serious it got. It was that my husband and I, we would go out with our Brian jerseys, and people would say like negative things. So it was that serious at one point in time. But transitioning back over to boxing, what I'm saying is, like with the Wilder, with the Canelo, like lines are really drawn in boxing. And I understand boxing is to me so much more serious because they're fighting for their families, their countries. It's a lot of layers and it's deep when it comes to boxing. But it's so crazy how the fan base is. It's one of those things where I'm still getting fully adjusted to. And that's why I said, even on Instagram, sometimes people ask me, why you not following this and that? Because I kind of hold back. Because it's that crazy. I try to be balanced, even though of course I have my favorites. People have said, I'm biased and stuff like that, but I still can have some type of objectivity when it comes to, even if it's my favorite. If you tell me something, we can have a debate. But with some boxing fans, it's like, no, it's over with. You are my enemy. Yeah. You don't like my favorite fighter, you my enemy. So I'm still getting adjusted to that. Boxing, y'all, it's wild.
It is. And boxing itself is the wild, wild west, Anything goes. But we got a super chat from Andre Dakota, pound for pound supporter, school teacher in New Jersey, been rocking out with TBV for the longest, says, jab and run around for 12 rounds in a super luxury stadium. Take the over on FanDuel. Shaking my head. Hashtag Usyk, Joshua Usyk. So that's what I'm saying. People believe that this fight will go 12. AJ has shown that he can gas at times. People like to defend him in the Pulev fight. Oh, he went for it. He didn't really get tired. He went for it. He took the next few rounds off. That's the definition of being tired. Vlad fight. Same thing. Oh, no, he tried to knock him out. He didn't knock him out. He got tired. It's the definition of being tired. So it's like, will he get tired trying to catch up to Usyk is also the other issue out there. Like, is he going to have the stamina to keep up with a guy that's constantly circling the ring?
And I said that too. I said that on the prediction video. That's what I've noticed with AJ, especially in that first Ruiz fight. I could tell, I was like, oh, AJ, his stamina. And so that's what I want to see in this fight. Is he going to be able to, last? Because Usyk to me, AJ doesn't have the quickest feet anyway. That's number one. So with Usyk moving around that ring, if AJ can't catch him like he wants to catch him, you know, is he gonna get winded? That's how I can see people are gonna say, yeah, this gonna go 12 rounds.
Now, he did slim down. I mean, I don't know personally, and we haven't gotten an official weigh-in yet till Friday, but that's the headlines. Oh, AJ slimmed down. So obviously your mind wants to assume and believe that he did. Everyone is saying he slimmed down for this fight. Hopefully that helps, you know, taking off some of that muscle mass. It needs less oxygen, hence, you know, having better stamina. But we got a super chat from Majimbe that is speaking directly to you, and I'm about to butcher whoever you interviewed, so I'll say the last name, you fill in the first name. Majimbe says, shout out to Micah K. Keep up the great work, and thank you for the spotlight on blank Woods.
Blank Wood? No, so the person...
Cheyenne. I'm horrible at pronunciation.
Salute. That's a real supporter. You're not even talking about boxing. Who did you say did that super chat again so I can show them love?
Majimbe. His YouTube name is Alvaro Alcanzo, but you know we call him Majimbe.
Okay, you might have to text that to me next, but because I'm definitely not gonna remember that. But shout out to you because you actually took the time out and went on the Queen's channel and watched Black Women Wednesday. So that's very major to me. That's a segment that's near and dear to my heart too. Like I said, a lot of times I do stuff that I'm passionate about. All the times I know the views might not come, even though I do want those views. So we're gonna work through some things. But yeah, Cheyenne Woods is Tiger Woods' niece.
Oh wow.
So I spotlight certain black women that's in sports, and not just because we're gonna spotlight not just black women because I know I'm about to get deep. God is love. So I'm gonna cover all races. That's why I love the boxing voice. Hispanics, we're gonna do a lot of things because we wanna also spotlight the young women so they know they can stay encouraged and stay confident. And for sure, Cheyenne Woods is once again Tiger Woods' niece. So shout out to you for that support, definitely.
Nice.
For sure. Let me make sure I ain't got no dead air, Brandon.
Nah, thank you. I'm just sending some messages out. I'm actually looking for your name. Here you go, so I can send you Majimbe's real YouTube name, so you can know who it is. Cause he's a big supporter of ours. So obviously he, you know, like you said, he's a real supporter of you if he went and watched that particular episode. So, you know, that's a good subscriber right there.
Absolutely. Definitely. And TBV fam, I'm going to say something. Yes, you do. Now, some of y'all crazy, but TB fam do have some very, they mess with you, Ness. They consistent because they come over to the Queen, they shout you out and then say, oh, I'm here from TBV. So, you know, listen, it's all about love over here.
Yeah, man. I mean, I wish, you know, we can continue to come together, not just you and I, but more of us content creators. You know, I do want to shout out Fannin, Blue Blood, D-Style, Joe Habib, yourself, Lady Shan, G Funky, Marcus Nash, or that at least that's his YouTube name. Major Keys, you know, so many YouTube channels that reposted on their community page or on their social media that we had Border Wars and show the support, and you know I'm greatly appreciative of that. And if anybody needs me to post anything, you know, definitely tag me and it's done. I know Punch, you know, did an interview. He tagged me. I reposted. I think that's what we need to do. Come together, help one another, and you know, introduce each other to one another's audience to help each other grow. You know what I mean? Because there's opportunities in networking. Some people
and let me just say this one thing. And regardless if we disagree, that's my whole thing. I like the fact that I can come on the show with you because I think I told you this in the past. It's certain men when I disagree with them, they don't like it. They unfollow me or they get mad. They call me. You know, they say certain things. I like the fact that this is a type of show where, you know, you be in the lead, that we can disagree and you still be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna let Micah come back on the show. It doesn't all that
absolutely.
Other extra stuff. Let's come together. That's what I was trying to even say about the other young lady. It's all about regardless. I don't take anything personal. It could be tons of women you have on the show. It's about your business. It's about your views. It's about uplifting everybody. So I'm just, that's why I say, and shout out to Biebs too, because he came on my channel, watched my prediction video the other day, and I told him for sure, I'm gonna support and show love to Biebs as well. And I like how at times, me and Biebs, I might disagree with Biebs, but I like that he's still fair, that he will listen to what I have to say. I like things like that, where we can, talk. It don't matter. It might get spicy, but we can agree to disagree.
Yeah. Nah, Bieb, very knowledgeable. Lot of history, too, you know what I mean? Like, I was talking about people, A-sides getting punched or punching, and he was sending me links of, like, I think it was, let me double check, but it was like Donald something and a really famous boxer. And it's like, whoa, I didn't even know that. The history that he knows, I think it was Donald Curry, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. He sent Riddick Bowe punches Larry Donald at the press conference. But again, that's an A-side. You rarely see the B-side taking shots at an A-side. That shit just don't be happening.
Listen, you was wilding the other day. Oh my God.
So how'd you interpret that? Like, did you watch it with your husband and what went through? Because he's a man, and that's what I'm saying. Like, being smacked by another man, I think is just like, so like, oh my God, something has to happen. Is how I feel, but I don't know. How'd you interpret it?
I wish I could ask him again. Side note, I'm giving y'all too much business, but my husband is going through it because our brand new TV, our TV, not even a year old. Oh my God, men with TVs, the TV is not working right now. So I really want to ask him something, but I'm gonna let it go. But anyway, let me remember how he said. So he was like, so we was really amped up. Okay, so Canelo pushes Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant comes back with the hand open smack, but he was like, more so he didn't connect all the way. But I did see because I think you had it on the Box Voice on the Instagram. Matter of fact, I need to go back to it. He did connect more than I thought with it, because I'm like, oh, Caleb Plant really didn't get nothing. I was more so like, oh my goodness, look at Canelo. His reflexes is crazy. When Caleb Plant got it, and then when Nello came back with the counter, I'm like, ooh. I'm like, Nello's reflexes is crazy. So I feel like at first, I'm like, no, Caleb didn't really get him. But going back to it now, I'm like, okay, no, Caleb did a little bit more than what I thought. Now, I did agree. I agree with you on the point, too. I like what Caleb did. Because now it got us, we hype. Everybody that love boxing, it's like, okay, November 6th. Oh, it's about to get, the juice is about to come, the spice. I like that Caleb, like you said, to the A side. That's Canelo. We talking about Canelo right now. So he called him out. He called him a cheater. Yeah, we needed that. Boxing needed that.
And I think he showed Canelo, I'm not afraid of you. And I know you don't have to be afraid to get that ass whooped. You could be the toughest guy and still lose. But I feel like now Canelo comes into this fight differently. Maybe he was coming into it like, I can just walk him down, because Mike Tyson had that effect where he intimidated his opponent before they got in the ring. And that's what I seen from Yevgeny Yirdom. As soon as he got in there with Canelo, it's like, I'm keeping these earmuffs on. I don't want you to hit me. I'm on the defensive. So I just feel like that won't be Plant. He will be looking to attack as well. He's not just there for a check. I think that's what everything showed us, is like, I'm not here to lay down. I'm going to go out on my shield, whether you believe that I can win or not. I'm letting you know with this action that he going to have to kill me. Like, that's how I took it. But people, they didn't. They called them corny, all these weird things. I just took it like someone is standing up to the bully. And I know Canelo's not a bully. I know he's never treated people really unfairly like that. He gives big paydays, but he's an A-side bully. You know, he knows how to write things in the contract to suit himself, whether it's a rehydration clause or, you know, a catch weight, a one-way rematch clause. So many things that these A-sides can put in the verbiage. And I think that's where he's a bully. And Plant himself said that, like, yo, this guy wanted a one-way rematch. He wanted all these ridiculous things. So it's like he's frustrated, and he's showing that, where everyone else is like, I'm happy to be here, man. Thank you for the payday. And I understand that side, because I almost wanted to say that to Mauricio. Like, your belt calls someone to not get the biggest payday of their life. Like, Charlo could have retired 2 years ago like Billy Joe if you would have just let him fucking fight Canelo. You took that career high payday away from him by giving Canelo a franchise. Keep in mind that when Canelo fought Billy, he took his check and retired. That's how much money that is. So, you know, Mauricio really doesn't know the dangers, or at least for some, what the franchise title does. And, you know, some people choose to take whatever Canelo shoves out because it is a career change, a life-changing payday. But I like that Caleb is like, fuck the money. Because basically that's what he's saying. By attacking the A side, like legit, he could have got kicked out the fight if they wanted to. You know, the A side could have been like, what the fuck? This dude don't respect.
Right.
I don't want your belt. Fuck your belt. This fight is over. You know, so many things could have happened. And I love the way he reacted. I can't.
We did. Now, not to cut you off. We did feel
ahead.
like Nello, you know, got the best of still Caleb.
A lot of people did, and you know what? The second day, me too.
He nicked. Oh, he didn't really do. He nicked him. It really wasn't a smack. But then when I went back, I was like, okay, Caleb Plant, you know, with the hand, okay, he did a little something. But this fight, I'm gonna be completely honest, because I like to hold off on my predictions. This is one of my prediction videos where I'm gonna have a hard time predicting, because I really like with both fighters. I understand, you know, it's a lot of people, in particular with Nello. I understand, you know, ladies and gentlemen, everybody that's in the chat, I don't agree with anything that has to do with cheating. That's wrong. That's wrong. We know. We have to have a clean sport. It has to be integrity. That is wrong what happened at that time with Canelo. But I'm not going to give it all to y'all, because I got to wait for my prediction video. But with Caleb Plant, because on the other side too, with Caleb, I really like Caleb. And I think a lot of people, and I think for me, being a woman, just him and Jordan Plant, you know, I just like the marriage, the dynamic. So it's a lot of things, and I'm just having a hard time. I don't even really want to do a prediction video on this one, because you know, I see certain things. But I'm gonna be woman enough to, you know, predict. Are you gonna choose somebody, or have you already chose?
For Plant Canelo?
Yeah.
I mean, I legit feel like I could choose, because Canelo ain't never coming on. I don't think he's ever coming on, you know, not because anything I said. He's just so, like, when I've interviewed him on the road at the press conferences or the weigh-ins or whatever. Whenever I see him in person, it's easier to get an interview. I'm big, I stick out, but like that whole, like, I got Eddie Reynoso's number. We had him on here whenever we had him on here, it's impossible to get this dude on the phone. You know what I mean? So, Plant, on the other hand, I can get on, but I just don't think he's gonna win. You know, he can't catch feelings, right? Like, he legit is on the podium saying, y'all don't believe in me. Like, so he understands that this is the fight where he's got to prove it. But I am not one of the people he's pointing out. I do believe in him. Canelo's just a fucking mountain to climb. You know what I mean? And then the weigh-in, I mean, the press conference, honestly, the first day, I legit was going that hard because I couldn't see the left hand. I needed those pictures to come out, and then you see that he fucking, first he pulls back, throws the left hook, kind of like an uppercut hook, and then lands a right slap. So it's like, damn, yo, you so fucking fast. What the hell?
let me just say this, because I'm glad you said that. I like Plant too, but I have said this before on the Boxing Voice, and certain people have even came and even messaged me, you like Canelo, he's a cheater, this and that. Listen, you got to understand. Let me break this down to TBV really quickly. I'm still a journalist analysis. I'm going based on with my eyes. Sometimes it's just not about favorites. I'm talking about in the ring. We know wrong is wrong. We know we want integrity into the sport, but let's transition over because Plant is fighting Canelo. So based on what my eyes see in that ring, it's going to be hard for anybody to beat Canelo right now. Now I'll tell you the key is one person that a lot of people are not mentioning. We know he's been in certain situations. I do feel like it might be a closer, it can get real spicy, is David Benavidez versus Canelo. I feel like because David Benavidez possesses that power. Now, that's not to take anything away from Caleb Plant, because we know this is boxing and things are unpredictable. Plant can get in that ring and do something that we haven't seen, and we be like, okay, because I agree with you too, Ness. Plant, I feel like, listen, it's all or nothing. He willing to, you gonna have to carry me out come November 6th. I'm putting it all on the line. But Nello, let me tell TBV this. You got to go back. Really pay attention to this. Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather. Okay, we know to be, regardless in some of your eyes, you might not have him as the best ever. Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather. All right, we know Floyd has never lost. Canelo learned from Floyd and gained so much experience from that fight. Canelo fought one of the hardest punchers in boxing with Triple G. So when you look at Canelo's resume, you go down and see the people that he's fought. Do you really truly believe in your heart that Caleb Plant is going to be able to beat this man? Because it's going to be no joke come November 6th. You got to put everything into consideration. You okay if you don't like him, but when he comes in that ring, when Canelo comes in that ring, he's a mastermind. We have not seen him lose since Floyd Mayweather. That's just the facts. Ain't nobody trying to say, oh, I just love, Canelo, he's just so much more favorite than Caleb Plant. I'm going based on what my eyes tell me. And with Canelo, he coming at you with everything he got. You going to get uppercuts. He can hit you in the neck, the side, the body. You going to have to be able to handle that pressure and that power. So we'll see. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited. We're going to see, because, it's going to be no joke. So, Caleb Plant, he got to be, he got to be with it. He got to be with it, because you're going against somebody that's then fought the best in Floyd, fought the hardest hitter, in Triple G. So we going to see. We going to see.
And that's why it's so hard to pick him, right? Like, you got to look at the fact that Canelo took those shots at Triple G. Whether you thought he lost in that first fight or not, he took those shots. Then he comes back and he learns from that fight. And to me, he wins the second fight a lot easier than that first fight. He's got a lot of skill, but man, again, that green screen face-off with him and Caleb Plant, wow. Plant is huge compared to Canelo. Huge. Mm-hmm. And I know people like, so was Callum Smith. But again, Callum Smith ain't Canelo. And that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine Callum Smith trying to slap Canelo. That shit would have been so out of character. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just ain't him. He would have never done that. He would have accepted being pushed. He would have accepted being the the B-side. He is B-side minded. That is not Caleb. Caleb is upset minded. He's out here trying to win and believing that he can do it. And that's what I talked about Billy Joe. Like, my man literally said in front of the world that he would lose to Gennady and Eubank would lose to Gennady on the same night. Like, that's a beaten man before stepping in the ring. That's not Caleb. That's right. Not Caleb.
And that's what I love about Caleb. Caleb letting you know, I'm not scared of you. I'm coming for you. I've never seen what I like too, because he called it out. He said, listen, you cheated. He was saying certain things that we not used to anybody coming to say against, Canelo and certain things. So that's what makes it. I like that Caleb Plant is showing you, I got heart. I'm not backing down, and we gonna see. It's gonna be a war. So that's what makes it, really good.
I got a super chat from Brandon who says, salute to Micah K for bringing her fine, big head ass on the show tonight. I speak for all us men of the culture when I say she needs to be a regular on the panel. Ness, keep up the great work. Brown heart, love emoji, peace emoji. Well, not love, but the sign language for love.
So, shout out to Brandon, even though you are very crazy. Respectfully, shout out, because I gotta make sure my husband, you gonna get me in trouble. Listen, but shout out, thank you. I appreciate that. You're gonna see me out Thursdays. Thursdays until my schedule. You definitely, tap in, because I know some of y'all have messaged me and say, "Oh, you're not coming on," or "Why you don't show up more?" Listen, the queen has a schedule. I have to work and stuff, okay? But I'm trying to get it to where
her to her 1,000 so that she can be making that extra supplemental income. Exactly. If she getting that supplemental income, she could be, less days at her work sometimes. Maybe.
This no joke. This YouTube no joke. Listen, I'm trying to nest on that level where he can come. Listen, that's a blessing. I want to be able to do what I love full time. So y'all got to help the queen out. Let me actually put that in the link. Sure. So make sure to hit it, subscribe.
Do you have did you label your YouTube like youtube.com/the queen or the sports slave?
It's a afternoon sports slave.
Okay.
I'm about to let me
afternoon sports slave.
Let me send it to the.
All right, so I got some other topics, but first let me jump into this super chat here I got from Roderick, who says, "Love the Border Wars and the program, brother." Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that continues to watch it. Border Wars is still growing, which is obviously exciting. People are literally watching it right now.
I got my faves on Border Wars now. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ness. I did not watch. I still haven't watched it all, but I wanted to shout out Show Kid, even though Show Kid lost. Listen, Show Kid, I wanted to tell Show Kid this because he really, for the boxing voice, he always, come through. He give you the entertainment that you need, and I feel like that takes a lot of heart and courage. So I don't know who you talk to or who else, but I'm just letting you know. Listen, you got my respect. I'm from Detroit, where I'm from. Even if you don't listen, you might have lost, but you had the heart and the courage to come out. It's some people that won't even get inside the ring. And I'm going to be honest. I've had some fights, but I always tell people I'm a lover, not a fighter. I ain't trying to do nothing with my face. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it takes a lot of courage and heart to get into the ring, regardless, lose, win, or draw. So that's to be respected at all, at all. Because I always tell everybody, I never come on here. You're not going to hear me say nothing, call anybody a bum when it come to fighting. That's your life on the line. So shout out to Show Kid for consistently doing it, supporting the boxing voice and actually having the heart to get into that ring. And then my other two faves is, I think it's Esteban, and then I mess with Tank too, because Tank is very passionate. Like his Instagram, I like when I see you never know when the queen watching. You don't know. I might not always, I'm on the chat. I always try to tap in, even if I'm working. I might not be able to be in the live chat, but you don't know when the queen watching. You don't know when I'm on IG. I'm always paying attention to things, just like y'all might pay attention to me. You never know who's watching you. But I like Tank because he's always active, and you could tell he really love it, and he's really passionate. And then I think Esteban too. I like Esteban too.
I don't know. Did you see this season, like this last one? Because did you see the guy with the Gennady Golovkin outfit? Like the black. Is that
because I'm like at the hour and a half point, because I saw Show Kid.
I don't know. It's like a 3-hour show though, so I'll let you continue.
I gotta finish watching it.
His name is Elias the Lioness. He's actually Doomy's cousin. He had one of the best performances of the night and the best outfits of the night. Like he really went all out. So that's a good one to check out. But let's transition here. Actually, let me get to Supermax with a super chat, who says, the thing is, we are forgetting that Plant didn't initiate that. I love that he didn't back down, but he didn't come with the energy. He just reacted. I don't know, because remember, that got there because Plant was calling him all types of stuff, or beforehand. So I don't know.
So hold on, what? Dang, I missed that part. I was listening. I was listening to the chat. What he say that last part in this? What you say?
Well, he's saying that Plant just reacted to Canelo. He didn't really have that energy, but I'm saying I don't believe so. I believe he did have that energy because he was the one that was calling him a cheater and all that stuff. Like, he was always gonna speak his mind, is what it felt like. I could be wrong, obviously.
Right. No, I agree with you on that. Okay. For sure. For sure. Hold on, let me put this in the chat. My IG is at MK Sports Slay. Yeah, help me with that IG too. Lord knows I don't like dealing with social media. I'm trying to get better at that too. Let me put that in the chat. It's at MK Sports Slay. And make sure if you listen, the queen does unfollow. I don't care about if you unfollow me, I'm unfollowing you quickly. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that fickle stuff. And if you follow me on IG, it's sports. You might see a little bit of stuff the queen going out. I'm trying to get a little bit better with the Instagram as well. But it's at MK Sports Slay. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you guys who truly, want to support the queen. Get those followers up. Followers up on that as well too, because I'm looking a little light. Trying to get to 1,000 on everything.
Let's go, man. Get to that 1,000. We got Wilder Fury, and Wilder feeling rejuvenated, obviously, because he looks like a different fighter. But Fury in an interview said to Chris Mannix that he feels he'd be able to beat Wilder on 3 days' notice. Don't really know that this is news, but obviously the fight is, let me check my app, a few days away, and let's keep talking about it, right? I mean, because I don't believe that Fury could beat Wilder on 3 days' notice. Even though I do believe Wilder looks rejuvenated, I just feel like this is headlines to keep their fight relevant before October 9th, which is 16 days away. Wow. Almost 2 weeks into some change.
Okay, so before I say, do you really think the fight gonna happen? Because it just seemed.
Yeah, I think that's YouTube.
The people
like
kind of
YouTube like rumors or myths, like, oh, if he ain't gonna fight, like, why won't he fight? I'm wondering, like, unless you are a diehard fan who believes that he really cheated and that now he can't cheat because all eyes are on him, like, okay, well then he's not fighting. But if you don't believe he cheated, like, what are you afraid of? I mean, even the draw, you look good. And then in the last fight, you look even better. What's to be afraid of?
Yeah, right. I'm just going based on, the interviews, like with Tyson Fury's dad when he said,
I seen that with John Fury.
Right.
About the child. About the child being ill and they having to worry about family before worrying about the fight.
I don't know about that. I think it was the one in the summer. This one is older, where he was saying, I would let my son know, if I think I'm paraphrasing, like, worst come to worst, get the belts and then move on to that, I wouldn't even fight. Maybe basically he was saying, I guess Fury wouldn't be ready in July. So I don't know how it transitioned to now. I'm talking about the interview. This was with Tyson Fury's dad. This has been a minute, though. His
dad had another one recently. I believe when I was in Myrtle Beach, July 31st, I think, maybe, or August.
I gotta go back. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think I'm talking about the one before they set the date for July. But getting back to it, I agree with you on that point as well. I don't feel like, no, Fury definitely needs his full, training to fight Deontay Wilder. I just hope the fight actually goes through. Everybody, healthy. We get it done. This is one of them fights, I'm not going to lie, I'm excited to still see, but I kind of want it to be over with because it's just
dragging.
It's so much. Yeah, it's just dragging. There's so many rumors. This person said this and that. So I'm like, I cannot wait, for it to just be, done with. And I think they both would be happy, would be relieved once it's over with, so we can finally have a winner, and hopefully, it'll be no excuses. The winner is the winner, and it is what it is.
What fight are you most excited for? that are
okay,
that
which
are
ones?
official. That are official. Like,
Okay, so we got Nello versus Plant. We got Wilder versus Fury, and Crawford versus Porter.
wow, that's a lot. Would you put Fury? I mean, would you put Saturdays in there? Are you excited for Usyk Joshua? No,
No,
Okay.
that's not a fight that I'm just, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I want to see it, of course. I want to see the outcome. I would be more excited once we find out the winner of Fury and Wilder, and then AJ win. Hopefully we gonna get. I really want to see that. Wilder versus, because I know some of you know, I am still Wilder. Okay, I'm definitely rooting for Wilder in this fight.
So what fight
Yeah.
would you replace? We got Wilder Fury, Keller Plant, Canelo, Crawford Porter, no Joshua Usyk. So which one what else are you excited for?
So I think mine. I'm still excited for Wilder Fury. I still.
No, I know. I
still
put that
want-
in there. I put that. I mean, you're not excited for Joshua Usyk, so we're taking that out. So you got 3 you are excited. Wilder versus
Right.
Fury, Canelo versus Plant, Crawford versus Porter. Give me one more.
What's another one? I can't. Hold on. Let's see. Who else is coming up? Tell me somebody else that's coming up. I can't think right now.
Big names.
Yeah,
Tank hasn't announced his opponent.
Okay,
so I
well,
don't know.
of course, Tank. That's an automatic for me.
Yeah,
I
for me
am a
too.
huge
For
Tank
me
fan.
too. I don't know any
Okay.
other big fight really. I don't know any other.
Oh,
big
okay. So, Jamel.
Oh,
Jamel
Shakur,
Herring
okay.
versus Shakur Stevenson.
fight. Okay, Herring versus Stevenson. That
And-
that's a hardcore fight, I think. But we'll see what the public says.
Or I think you got that in the what do you guys call it? The primo. Hold on. What's the other person? I mean, let's see. Who else you got in there? Oh, Cambosis and Lopez.
You excited
That's
for
another
that?
fight that's dragging too. I mean,
Dragging.
when is it going? What's going on?
No, they saying October 16th at the Barclays Center now.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. I do want to see. I really want to see what Lopez looking like, because hopefully we will get a chance to see Lopez versus Davis one day. I'm trying to think between the Shakur and Jamel versus Lopez, Cambosis. I don't know. Now I can say this though. I'm a little upset at the fact that I wish Shakur, the way that fight kind of happened, I kind of wish Jamel and them, I don't know what am I trying to say, that I wish Shakur would have fought somebody else first and then had the Jamel. You kind of following me?
Yeah, I wanted it that way.
That kind of, I wish it was Shakur versus, let's say, well, we know what happened with Oscar Valdez, but the Shakur, prior to all this stuff that happened, I kind of wish it would have been Shakur versus Oscar Valdez first. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then have Shakur and Jamel kind of
That's how I
go
wanted
at
it.
it.
It was supposed to be Oscar Valdez because that's who he was the mandatory to. But I would have took Shakur versus Burchell, Herring versus Valdez, or vice versa. Vice versa. I would have took it either way. Not this way. I feel like each man should have got a Mexican, and they would have all got bigger and more popular. Because that's the
Right.
green print. That's the green print that Mayweather chose, was to always fight a Mexican on a certain Mexican holiday. But looks like we got the Doominator
What up,
on.
though, Doomy?
There's nothing you can do to stop him once he's been activated.
Chill Champ, they've activated the Doomatron.
Yo, is that like what's my man's name? Is that the senator, the governor? What's his name?
Nah, that's actually my voice. I just got it through a voice changer.
Oh, call you. I'm using technology.
Call me the voice changer, and it's Joshua versus Usyk. Let's go,
Yo, you need a
champ.
higher chair. You're like all the way down there. Like Micah's all the way up.
Let me say something real quick too. I will follow back on Instagram. Wait until after the show. I don't want nobody messaging me talking about follow me back. I'll follow you once we get off the show. Leave me alone, please.
Doomy, you need a higher chair, man. You're like all the way down there.
You know what it is, bro? I actually got the monitor tilted because the banner, I hung it up too high, and it bothers the shit out of me that I have like piece of the wall showing. But I'm just gonna have to lower the banner, right? Stop being lazy. Yeah, man. But I've been listening to y'all to speak, man, and good content, good information. Two different opinions as always here on the Boxing Voice, you know, and no matter what, we somehow find our way to the same path, and is that we want to see a great fight. And Joshua versus Usyk, man, it's you know, I was seeing the presser. I did actually an hour show on my channel. Alex Lainez, for now, is the name of the channel. So if you want to check me out, you can check me out there. Alex Lainez, simply my name. And I spoke about the presser because, you know, I got a chance to see the sizing up of both these guys. And, you know, it just, for me, Usyk didn't seem too small anymore. He didn't seem to me like a guy that was just entering the division. It looks like a guy that was filling in just the way he's, well, not the way he's supposed to, but he did it. I mean, he looks big. He's, you know, his biceps are big, and he's just, he's looking very confident to me. And Anthony Joshua came in like he said he would, sleek. He's thinner, long, lean muscle, and I think that both men are prepared for what they're up against. This is going to be a great fight. And as AJ said in the presser, he's no longer, you know, he's been not looking at Usyk as a cruiserweight. You know, he's a true heavyweight. He's in the division, and he's a serious opponent, man. As far as like who am I picking, you already know, champ. I stand tall with the UK on this one. It is AJ all the way. And I'm probably not, you know, going against the grain because this is everybody's favorite, I'm assuming. But I just think it's going to be more of a fight than what people think.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be more of a fight for AJ. Like I was telling Micah K, I think it's going to be difficult for him to catch up to Usyk. Usyk's going to be playing the runaround game, you know.
The cat games?
Yeah, and we got to see, does I'm saying Chino, does AJ have the tank to keep up and catch up? So all that is important.
Yeah. And Broner turns down Ben offers.
Yeah, man.
Conor Ben?
Conor Ben allegedly sends 2 offers to Broner, and Broner turns it down.
That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he was on Instagram saying, yo, y'all better give me a fight. I'm going to end up fighting on DAZN. I don't know. The thing is that obviously Broner wants a lot of money. He wants a lot of money. I don't know that Eddie doesn't know what Broner is worth. I feel like he you know, he's seen. I feel like he has a very good gauge, whether he has a gauge right off cap or he has a team that helps him, you know, and he remembers these analytics because, again, I remember when Mikey Garcia and Earl was just talked about. No network had it. It wasn't sure it was going to happen. Mikey was just saying he sees something. Eddie was like, I'll give them both $8 million. That shit ain't doing over 400,000 pay-per-views. And he was spot on. You know what I mean? Like, he's pretty spot on with stuff. And you know, pays fair, right? Like, think of Mikey. He keeping Mikey happy. Mikey fighting some dude I never heard of over there on DAZN. He got a whole card. Like, Mikey's happy. So I find it hard to believe that he couldn't make Broner happy. So I wonder what happened that Broner would turn down 2 offers.
And I mean, maybe. Well, who's promoting Conor Ben?
Eddie
Matt
Hearn. That's why I'm talking about him, because like I feel like he knows how to get it done.
Exactly, right?
I mean, only when he doesn't want to. Obviously, Michael Hunter is very verbal saying that they tried to, you know, lowball him in the Hrgovic purse bid.
I think I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say to that because hasn't Adrian Broner been training?
He is training with GT the Great. We don't know how serious that training is. Like, how serious are you gonna take? Are you not gonna have a drink Are you not gonna? You're a single man rich. Are you not going to the strip club? You don't have a fight. Like, yeah, you wake up and go to the gym, but how hard are you training?
Yeah, no.
How serious? Where's your discipline at? Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's not training. There's different levels of seriousness to your camp. You know what I mean?
Definitely, Conor Bennett's been on a terror, so it's nobody to take lightly. Maybe he just feels like he's just not quite ready. I mean, look, we got how many months left? Maybe three and some weeks. And, how much can you get?
That's a huge fight, though. I do like that fight.
So when would it
like
happen? What would be the date? Would it be before the year closes? Because
I don't know. Let me see if Rob is up, but
that's a tough schedule, and it's pretty close. If any of these fighters want to start fighting now, it's an 8-week camp at the minimum, so it's like you got to give yourself some time.
Oh man, this the 52 fake out. So Hearn mentioned Victor Ortiz, Chris Van Heerden, Robert Guerrero for Ben, who will also be on the Chisora Parker 2 card. So that's fire. But here's the fake out. This is a Bob Arum move. Bob Arum did what? Oh, yeah, we considering Thurman, Porter, Brook. Who was it? Brook. So Hearn is saying we considering Victor Ortiz, PBC. Chris Van Heerden, no promotional company. Ding, 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 ding. Robert Guerrero, PBC. Get out of here. So it's going to be Chris Van Heerden, who had the, headbutt, no contest with Jaron Ennis, also lost to TKO to Earl Spence. Not a bad fight. He's a big natural welterweight. I don't dislike that fight. He hung about 7 rounds with Earl, and I believe he fought someone else. He's a durable guy. That headbutt was unfortunate. I believe he would have been knocked out by Jaron Ennis, but the headbutt was unfortunate. That's not a bad fight for Conor, but I would have been more excited for the Broner fight. And if he can do business with PBC, which I will say this, Eddie's go-to name that he says in the media whenever he's trying to make a fight with PBC, he always name drops Louis DeCubas. Louis DeCubas does happen to manage Robert Guerrero. So maybe something can be done there with Robert Guerrero, who's really at the back end of his career. He just came back and actually beat Victor Ortiz, so that cancels Victor. Maybe it is Robert. Not a bad name either. Common opponent with Danny Garcia, common opponent with Keith Thurman, common opponent with Andre Berto, common opponent with Floyd Money Mayweather. That's how you sell a fight. So you sell a fight.
Call him cancellation.
Yeah.
I still don't know if I'm buying that fight, Mr. Gibbs.
You don't know if you're buying the Broner, the Robert Guerrero versus Conor Benn? You don't like that matchup?
I would love the Broner fight, obviously.
Different appeal, man.
But Guerrero, man, it's the common opponent thing. Yeah, I feel like it's so many other fighters.
The UK gonna eat that up. I mean, the fact that Robert Guerrero been in there with Floyd, they're gonna eat that up. That's the highlight they're gonna be showing.
You know what it's like? You know what it sounds like when I hear that name? I hear Ray Beltran. That's what I hear.
Ray Beltran.
Wow, that's.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that's
not
fair.
Disrespectful. That's not even disrespectful.
Yeah, but I don't know that it's fair because I think Robert Guerrero is more division champ than Beltran.
And it was just a punching bag.
And Beltran was like Pacquiao's sparring partner. Like that was his claim to fame for like his first 10 years of boxing. Like, I spar with Pacquiao every day, and he bought me a house and shit. Like that's how we knew him.
But look, and after that, Beltran was in the UK, getting checks. He fought everybody that needed to be boosted to the level of a top UK opponent.
Nah.
Who they fight? Who he
fought in the UK?
Raimundo Beltran, Beltran, and again, he fought like the Framptons of the world, the whoever's in that class, all those guys. Beltran has fought them. Don't test my memory right now, but if we go down to his box rec, he had like 3 or 4.
I don't think so, but I'm about to check right now. I'm checking.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man.
That ain't sound good. Let me see. How many UK dudes he fought? We got. I knew it. He ain't fighting no UK dude. Ricky Burns. Ricky Burns in the UK.
His last fight was a UK cat that he got retired against. Who was that? That was in the UK. So we got 2.
Nah, his last fight was Richard Coleman. And
no,
before that was like definitely Asian. It's like Hirokio.
I think that was in the UK. I think that's why I'm feeling like that.
That one's definitely in the Pachanga in America. I'm telling you, he ain't really fighting the UK or UK names like that. Like just that Ricky Burns fight. I mean, that's big. He's like a Southern California dude, man. Fantasy Springs, all that shit. Like that's the only UK fight and really UK name that I can see.
I don't know. I feel like Ricky Burns. When I hear Robert Guerrero, I hear Ricky Burns, man. Not Ricky Burns. I'm sorry. I hear it's the Blue Diamond. Pardon me, y'all. It's the Blue Diamond. Guys, yeah, fuck it. Go ahead, fellas and ladies. Peace, Queen.
So King, tell us your thoughts on the Joshua versus Usyk. If the Blue Diamond didn't get you too, discombobulated.
I could pull it together. I was talking about that this morning, man. I think, I'm ready to see AJ put out all the stops. I mean, everybody's gonna ask me, what the hell am I talking about? He's not robotic, man. Did y'all see the little bit of footage? This guy is going to be, and I mean, he was just showing like a little shadow, just a little movement on the bag. And he was saying how he realized his foot positioning when he's in there with southpaws and that it's all about the counter punches. I want to see him execute that. All right. So I think AJ, again, I've been on board since I see a 240-pound central professional wrestler do a pull counter. Once he did that for me, I was like, okay, this guy he's trying to break the stereotype that he's robotic. I think the svelte physique is going to help him, extend his punches and throw them kind of more accurate combinations. He's not going to look all bulky. You know what I'm saying? I think
AJ's phenomenal, man. I agree with you, the King. I mean,
man.
Right. He's looking different. And him juggling these giant tennis balls and then juggling 2 medicine balls, and he adapted some of the ways of the Ukrainian style. He shouted out Papachenko in the presser. It's like this guy's really getting to know his opponent right now. He came up with a statement during the presser where he speaks about Usyk, being in boxing, being active in boxing 10 years, even before he was an amateur or something like that. So it just gave me an insight to him, and he's really, really looking into his opponent this time around. Like he's really not taking this guy, lightly. And, he's pushed himself in sparring where, that's where you push yourself the most when you're a boxer. That's where you really see where your mettle is when you're throwing these punches and receiving them. So he spoke on that. And I just see him as a very serious fighter this time around. And not like he wasn't ever, but it's just a new sense of seriousness that he has with this matchup coming up.
You think Usyk has a new sense of seriousness?
Nah, AJ.
Oh, AJ. Yeah, I mean, I hope, because I feel like Usyk's going to be hiding from him, you know what I mean? He's definitely going to be running from him. Moving around, trying to keep the distance. That's his job, to keep the distance.
I want to see what AJ. I want to see his stamina. I see what King and Doomy is saying, but I'm still looking to see certain things from AJ. I want to see a variety of different, like I said, the stamina. Just see what he's been working on with his offensive arsenal. As far as I know he utilizes the jab well, but I want to see what other things he's going to be able to do against Usyk to let me know. Okay, AJ really doing something a little bit different, to catch my eye even more.
Well, I'm gonna give y'all a little jewel of what I think. I'm prolific. If something happens when when the Queen be on here doing her thing, I make these predictions. So maybe this is the right shit coming together. But I see AJ coming forward. I see him coming forward with that jab. That'll be entertaining. I see him coming forward with that jab and trying to show us that he's not robotic, that he's bringing something different in this particular fight. And I think where you talk about the stamina, I think losing that muscle mass and kind of gaining some more lean energy, I think that's where he'll be able to kind of push that sort of campaign in the ring where he's actually coming forward with the jab and making it more interesting, as opposed to two guys lumbering around on the back foot trying to roll their shoulders and look all slick and shit. Hopefully. I'm an optimist, but I'm also kind of prolific, so I feel like this is going to come to fruition.
Okay, you did hit it. What's that prediction you had? Nello versus Billy Joe. We was on the same page with that one. We was on the same page. I don't know if you like me. You know, I tucked mine in before. How you feel about you gonna do a Nello versus Plant prediction, or you waiting?
Nah. Listen, you gotta wear your chain. You gotta wear your chain in the mess hall. That's the only way they know you real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wear your chain in the day room. So my chain is out. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican Jesus chain, right? I'm in the day room with it. And what I'm telling you is, Caleb Plant, the bigger guy, naturally bigger guy, jab. Canelo is his kryptonite is the jab, and I mentioned it earlier. You know, traditional Mexican style. Even though he's evolved it, he's gonna take 2 for 1. So he ain't gonna mind. Like, in other words, Nello wouldn't mind coming in and eating the jab because he know he's gonna set something up or allow you to feel comfortable enough to leave yourself vulnerable. This particular instance, I think Plant has the ability to put something on that jab where Canelo's not going to want to eat those to catch a 2 for 1. He's going to be like, all right, now I might have to give some more movement. And then you talk about what Triple G was able to do successfully with little to no head movement. In my mind, Caleb Plant is a much more pure technician. His head movement with that jab already creates a difference in what Canelo can do in that fight. So I'm kind of seeing that Caleb Plant can do more than what people are going to give him credit for. I kind of see that Caleb Plant, for one time and one night only, he could make Nello take a knee.
Who can make Canelo?
Not quit.
What?
Not quit. Talking, he could put Canelo on the canvas. He could put Canelo on a flash. On a flash knockdown. Caleb Plant. Canelo might eat one of those jabs or eat one of these punches because he's saying, I'm Canelo with the big beard. I've been in here with Triple G. I've been in here with Kovalev. And he gonna go in there and try to eat it. You ever been to Halloween and the motherfucker put some metal in the candy? He gonna go in and try to eat that piece of candy, that Plant, them sweet hands. He's gonna try to eat those sweet hands. And within those sweet hands, it might be something within that. A flash knockdown, something subtle. I ain't gonna say, listen, if it's in, where's the fight? In California?
Which fight?
The Plant versus Nello. I think it's in Vegas.
California.
If I'm not mistaken.
So you hold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask me about it. It's a lot.
Nope. Okay. I took away. I took away because I like to. It's certain things that I like to see. The queen ain't about to give you my blueprint because the queen blueprint is something different. It's something special. You ain't never seen it like this before. But what I can say is, you're not the only person that told me that. I've been talking lately, but the crazy thing about it is, I'm trying to figure out, can Plant, does he possess that enough power to do that? Because basing on his last couple of fights, I'm like, him fighting Truex and things like that. But I see what you're saying. I do believe what people are not giving Plant credit for is, especially with boxing being that type of sport, we can see a certain type of Plant. It can bring something out of you. That's what people don't understand. It'll take you to the next level. Fighting somebody like a Canelo.
Let me add this. Plant is going to be able to push that jab out there. And Canelo, like I said, he's going to come and he thinking he going to want to eat those shots. But what Plant has an advantage of, like I said, is setting up a trap to land his counter. That's why I'm seeing like a flash kind of knockdown, or at least hurting him type situation where he stumbles Canelo. I'm seeing that clearly because he's got feints, and people gonna say, oh, look what he did at the press conference. That's something different. That's something totally different because He's not gonna want to take the shots that Plant's gonna set up to try to land his cross. He's gonna have to rethink this fight. And Plant is a taller guy. He's gonna have nothing but head and shoulders to hit when he does go to Canelo's body. He can kind of do it at a distance and try to slip on him. So I think it's going to be hard. Canelo's going to have to be bull rushing and coming in and sacrificing to land. This is not an easy. Now, Canelo's great equalizer is his boxing IQ, his ability to adjust, and the power. And that is a hell of an equalizer.
And that experience, you know, just like how you brung up fighting somebody like a Triple D. And I keep saying fighting a Floyd Mayweather, gaining that experience. I just cannot see, you know, not taking anything away from Plant. I don't know how he's going to get it done, but I don't want to say I'm not going to count him out because you don't know. And I like the analysis that you gave, because it made me think of, you know, a little extra, but you know, we're going to see.
So, I mean, obviously we got a few other topics here, and you and Doomy jumping on late, so we'll get your thoughts on next up. Wilder, Fury. Wilder feeling rejuvenated. Fury saying he could beat Wilder on 3 days' notice. Obviously, to me, those are just headlines, especially the Fury one. Like, no person on this level was taking a fight on 3 days' notice.
Yeah, those kind of statements, though, a wise man told me, don't spit against the wind, right?
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm thinking though, man, is I want to be an optimist. I said, you know, the dominoes should fall. AJ gets through this fight. He got nothing but, you know, the other guys, right? But sometimes like thou protest too much for all my folks that know the good word. Thou protest too much. Sometimes when you hooping and hollering and you waving and signifying too much, you might be, you know, throwing a bit of subterfuge. So I'm just hoping the fight happens. Like I'm as pessimistic about this thing actually happening as I am about Tio and Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like when you're dealing with a guy like Fury and he has the ability, unfortunately, to sway public opinion because people are just so oppositional to Wilder, he could do some real fuck shit and people would give him a pass. I'm kind of concerned, honestly. Maybe I shouldn't be paranoid, but I know how boxing is. So I'm a little bit nervous. Y'all might not be able to see it. I'm very nervous about that fight.
The ambulance better be ready. The medical better be ready. The referee better be ready. They better have that towel to be able to throw it in.
Yo, it's retribution, bro. You didn't hear? It's retribution, champ. And he's gonna listen. And either way you paint this, AJ, it's really AJ that has the pressure, I think, for any of these super fights to go on. You know, if he doesn't, you know, if for some reason he loses to the cat Usyk, you know, he has to get the rematch. So if AJ wins and then he flies out to the rumored, and I'll say rumored because I don't know if it's solid yet. I personally don't know if it's solid, but there's been rumored that he would fly out and be ringside, but. That would be a boxing fairy tale. You know, you will have all three Hydra monsters, all the three heads in the same building. You got AJ on the side and the two other ones fighting in the ring. And then either way you put it, whether it be Deontay that wins or Tyson Fury, we're getting a hell of a fight. You know, this is it. The crossroads are here. It's over. You know. These guys are gonna end up fighting. And as far as like Deontay Wilder, you know, not wanting to fight AJ, is that what I was understanding from you, King? I mean, I might have misunderstood.
No way. I was saying that after this fight, you know, and Usyk is out the way, so to speak, you know, not to look past your opponent. All you have is, you know, the three amigos. You know what I'm saying? You have this, you know, hopeful fight in October, and then they have to fight each other. AJ's gotta fight one of these guys. Right? We don't want to see him in a rematch with Dillian White, right? We don't want to see that shit. We don't want to see him against Chris Arreola. We don't want to see him in no fancy stateside debut. You know what I'm saying? Training camps in Miami with fucking Russian billionaires on yachts, man. We want to see him against Deontay Wilder. And by that point, you know, if things happen the way, you know, the boxing gods, you know, seem to have laid the bones out, all of these guys may or may not have losses. So we're talking about, you know, actually AJ coming up and feeling good with his Hugo Boss sponsorship, you know, and he's gonna walk into the ring and he's gonna say, yeah, well, you know, I've been waiting on this moment a long time now, fellas. Real cool and smooth. He doesn't talk loud, you know what I'm saying? But his fists do the talking, man. I'm an AJ fan. I like the way he carries himself, and I like his you know, his position right now. Like I said, he's you know, he's the guy that's going to be, you know, waiting, and I don't think it's waiting with pressure. I think it's waiting and saying either one of these guys, you know, it's their fight to turn down, because we pretty much know Eddie, you know, was screaming from the mountain that AJ's waiting. You know,
All right.
whether
Let's talk about which is the bigger money fight, right? Which money fight? AJ or Deontay Wilder versus AJ? What's pulling in the money? What's pulling in? I mean, both are pulling in the money, obviously, but like, which one it is?
You know, I think you would have to market the AJ Wilder fight similar to a Tyson and Bruno, which I don't particularly care for, because it kind of paints one fighter as, you know, being, you know, this guy, you know, being a part of the machine or being a company guy, and the other guy is the radical. So it's kind of like a juxtaposition of Martin Luther King versus Malcolm. So I don't even like the way that fight would be set up. The UK fans are a little bit fanatical, so they wouldn't even go to the differences in the fighters. They would go straight to the personal attacks on Wilder. So just, you know, the build up to that would really, I think, take away from the actual fight in the ring. The other side of it, you know what I'm saying? You know, sensationalism sells as well. And Tyson Fury is a sensational kind of guy. Sensational in the headlines. You want to know what he's doing, if he's going to do it, you know, and when he does it, sometimes you're shocked and sometimes, you know, you're not surprised. I think that fight ultimately, because of the way the UK kind of lusts after their stars, man, I think that's the bigger fight. And I think Fury has built enough of a stateside following, right? He's built enough of a stateside following and would have done so, win or lose after the Wilder fight, that the Fury and AJ fight might be where the bread is at. Because they could take that fight to the desert. They can't really take a Wilder and so-and-so fight to the desert, I don't believe.
Yo, bruh, I'm just reading this Border Wars chat and these crazy ass names. You know how you like Mayweather and Mosley was like Mayweather Mosley, the one? Or was that Canelo? Yeah, because Mayweather Mosley was like, who you picking? So these dudes coming up with names. Border Wars 13, topping the ranks. And my man said, or top of the ranks, being as though everyone trying to get ranked for the belt. So nah, definitely nah. Another one is Border Wars 13. It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. And he's serious. There was no laugh out loud at the end. The other one, Border Wars 13, New Year's resolution. Yo, what is going on with y'all? These names are trash, man.
Yeah,
my man said Border
like
Wars 13.
New Year's resolution.
Border Wars 13, winter is coming. I think I kind of like that one, though. Cause
that's not bad, though.
I kind of like that one because of my man's in Game of Thrones. I got a super chat from Chauncey Pearls that says, yes, Caleb slapped Canelo, but how much is that crazy fast counter in Caleb's head? After that, Plant looked concerned. Just keeping it real. Whether he looked concerned or not, I looked concerned. Whether he looked concerned, I was concerned. Like, oh shit, that's fast. You know. So, as a fan, it's definitely something that comes into play. And the betting odds changed. They changed. Right after that, it made Plant go from a plus 400 to a plus 580. And Canelo from a minus 600 to like a 780 something. Let me double check again here on MyBookie.ag, where if you're going to make a bet, you better use the code BETTBV.
Oh, when is this is what I was going to ask. When is the next Border Wars?
December 11th.
Okay, so yeah, y'all got to have something cute because it's going to be, okay, that's right after Thanksgiving, but it's going to be like right before Christmas. So you got to get, you got to I had some cute right before. I know I'm a girl, so I was just thinking. It's
No,
2
I
weeks
hear
before
you. I hear you.
I was trying in my mind. I was just saying, like, somebody just said something that was kind of catchy, like you said, coming home. What did you say? What was that last one? Somebody said something like it's gotta, you wanted to make sure it catch you. It's gotta catch you. But I was just thinking, since it's 2 weeks before, it's 2 weeks before Christmas,
About a brawl on the beach. Border Wars, what is it? Border Wars 13, brawl on the beach.
Right. Battle of the Sand. What was AJ's? Battle of the Dunes.
The Dunes.
Remember that book? The fucking Dune, huh?
Border Wars. Jimmy Rose said Border Wars. Hold on, I'm saying Border Wars 13, the Crossroads. That sounds like Bone Thugs and Harmony. The Crossroads.
The Crossroads. Meet me at the Crossroads.
Yo, I said Border Wars Day of Reckoning. You know what I'm saying? That shit sound like.
Okay, that sounds a little spicy. Like, yeah, they're reckoning like, oh, okay, the juice about to come. It's you gotta bring it. Yeah.
Bring your cup.
You gotta wear metal in the armor to that one.
I have to think. I might come up. I might, suggest a little something. I have to think about it for a minute though.
It's good, man. I know you and your husband will enjoy, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we do all that. We was actually watching Border Wars, and I ain't gonna like I told this. I ain't watch it all, but we watch boxing. It doesn't matter.
So yeah, what else were you speaking on, Ness, besides Joshua and Broner? Was that it?
Lopez Camboso, your boy, the Honduran saga story. I mean, let me know when you're about to start talking. Ready? Set.
That's right. Hit you with the sopa de caracol before anything.
I mean, we got to talk about Tio, so it's just fitting.
Yeah,
it's a very unfortunate situation. This Teofimo Lopez versus George. Never gonna fight some Camboso.
I told y'all.
Call him the
Triller
pushback.
money is looking funny in the light. That Triller money is a fugazi, bro. It's a straight fugazi. They done moved this around.
We back in Brooklyn. We back Brooklyn, Barclays, home of El Gordo. All right, Chad, we back.
At the Brooklyn Rec Center, man. You ain't get the notice? I just seen it on Twitter. At the Brooklyn Rec Center, man.
Come on, Champy. You misunderstood, man. We back at the Barclay. We home. We in New York. You know what I'm saying? Listen, business is kind of weird sometimes, right? It's chess, not checkers, man. A lot of pieces be moving around for this one, whether it be budgeting, money, whatever you guys may think. But it's got to happen before the end of the year. And I'm just hopeful that this is it right here. We'll get it at the Barclay. And as far as Teofimo Lopez, I know Ness played the little crying music, saying, because a lot of people have, and I even complained. I'm not even saying that it was cool, man, but this date was moved around a lot. And, it's very frustrating, especially for the hardcore Teofimo fan, right? You're planning and shit like, yo, I'll take off. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. There's plenty of hardcores out there like that, man. It just get frustrated. It's just frustrated, but I think we've hit a wall with that shit, and the fight is here.
Listen, this fight is not happening. This fight has had more dates than a Hunts Point Streetwalker. Not happening. Not happening. I'm telling you.
Because wasn't it like October 4th or Monday or something? They had it like on a Monday or something. I was tripping.
Yeah, it was on a Monday. It was October 4th, and now they pushed it again. Yeah. While we ponder that, right now on our poll, we have, Micah, Herring versus Stevens, only 2% of the public wants to watch that. Wilder Fury, 31%.
Oh, I forgot about the poll.
Wilder Fury, 31%. Canelo versus Blanc, 37%. And Crawford versus Porty, 30%.
That's good percentages. That's a good breakdown.
Yeah, Crawford Porter, surprisingly very high. That means if they do something in their press conference, they can continue to get more buzz. Because Plant versus Canelo did that just with 44 days left. Like, they still got more. They still got levels to get higher.
But this fight between Crawford and Porter it was the equivalent of a dream fight. Number one, because it was Terrence Crawford was finally fighting again, and he was actually fighting somebody extremely recognizable in the welterweight division. We're all fans of the welterweight division. So I think, that you just wanted to see it because, you still want to get it sorted out. You got Ugas making a big move on Pacquiao. So you like, yo, where's everybody else at? So I think that fight just garners so much attention. And if you had to look at all the fights you guys laid out, I think the least, I guess the one you said with the least residual impact, like you're not following what happens after that fight, is Herring and Stevenson. Even if you're fans of the guys themselves or fans of that division, shit, you talking about heavyweight boxing, the welterweight division, and what was the other fight? Canelo. Shit, Canelo. You're talking about a whole fan base. That's why that fight gets that. You're talking about the welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford, and yeah, that's easy. That was a good poll, though.
Yeah, I'm excited though for Crawford and Porter because I feel like we finally going to see, he's fighting somebody that everybody, of course, you consider if you're a true boxing fan, and Porter an elite fighter. So we gonna really see. And Crawford really has been one of my favorite fighters. He's one of those type of fighters that I'm really locked in. I feel like he's one of the best finishers in boxing. So I want to see what he's going to do up against elite competition like a Porter, because we know Porter hasn't went down. It's hard to, take Porter off of his square. So I want to see, is Crawford that one that can, really, really knock Porter down and, get it spicy afterwards, because, the Spence fans and the Crawford fans, they're going to go to war, especially if Crawford can really take Porter out of there, because we haven't seen that happen before.
I think Crawford's going to, really make his work with Porter look easier than anybody expected. And then when he done, he gonna say something real smooth and be like, man, I told y'all he a good fighter and all. But he ain't on my level. Real smooth like, and it's gonna press the issue, man, because we don't know what's going on with Earl Spence, but we can kind of take that fight between Crawford and Spence out of our minds for a little while. And just look at, we should be happy. You know what I'm saying? We should be happy that this fight between Crawford and Porter is happening. And shout out to Sean Porter. I call him the Dudder Man. You got to get through the Dudder Man of the division. PBC hold him out there. If you're trying to make your bones in that division, go through Sean Porter. A hell of a way for Terrence Crawford to continue to establish himself. So that's a big fight right there. Y'all know that.
That's the test, champ. I totally agree. That was the one. That's the one. And, when they were first negotiating, talking, all friendly and stuff, and boom, we didn't get it. It was a teaser. And now it's here. We got what we wanted, because this is what many of us has been waiting for Crawford. And I think that, Sean Porter still is that guy, that test. Sean Porter hasn't slowed down. This guy's still an animal, He's still steamrolling, punching, and putting on that high pressure, that Porter high performance pressure. You know what I'm saying? So this guy, has a test really in front of him, man. I'm going to be very anxious to see how Terrence reacts to this type of fighter. And, he's dealt with many forward pressure fighters, but this guy's a little different, higher elite level, a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. And we all can agree on the panel that, Sean Porter's will is second to none, man. This guy will keep going. Call him Chi. Who else did you mention? King, is there any other major fights?
Well, that Stevenson Herring, man. Even that one, as a part of the poll, I mentioned it. I could see that Herring is going to use. We was talking about the odds for that fight, and the people are not really looking at Herring as having a chance for some reason. And again, I'm Brick City all day, but I feel like Herring is just a mature adult professional fighter. Shakur is a learning prodigy. He's becoming a professional. He's understanding the fight game, and he's learning some things. And he's
there, man. I think he's there, right? Do we still put Stevenson as someone that's new to this game? Think about it, right?
I think in the regard of this is a big fight for him, big name, big stage. I think this is that test. I think this is his dissertation. I think this is the one that establishes him, because you're talking about a fighter that, you know, is not going to come in there to get stopped. He can face adversity, you know what I'm saying? And he has something to fight for. Like, he's looking beyond the pomp and circumstance of being a professional fighter. He's putting stakes on the table. He's got a family. You know what I'm saying? And he's he's a veteran, so he's an ex-military man. So I just think that he approaches the fight game different than perhaps, a very, skilled and successful 23, 24-year-old young man with the world ahead of him. I think that they are, talk about skill. I think Shakur is superior to a lot of folks his age and older, but I just sometimes, I don't know if it's because I like to appreciate us elders, man, but I just kind of give some type of advantage to the age advantage, as some people might see it as a deficit. I think his maturity, like I said, I think he's going to come in there and be ready to adjust and be ready to go through a little bit of fire.
I don't know, man. I hear that the Herring is more seasoned, but if Shakur is special, he has to do better than who beat Herring, like Shakakov and who else? Because I don't got his box right. It's like, I know Shakakov beat him, and Ladarius Miller, who can't punch. I'm pretty sure it was Ladarius Miller from TMT Mayweather Promotions. So, I don't know, bruh. Yeah, he's seasoned, and those losses were before Bo Mack, so he's learned. He's been training with Crawford, so he can probably even see better. But
well, think about this.
Gives you better eyes.
I'm just saying, when you, it's like they say, sharpening knives. You know what I'm saying? So when you are dealing with a dude that can poke you up, you learn how to not get poked up. Is all I'm saying. Right?
That's what I'm thinking. When Shakur doesn't want to throw punches, when he doesn't want to be active and he want to play catch and shoot with his opponent because he's fast and he's quick enough, a guy like Herring is smart enough to apply effective pressure and steal around. That's what I mean. Those kind of subtle things when Shakur might think like, but he ain't hit me with nothing. Like, he's still in the playground, like he's still in the gym, as opposed to like Shakur, you can't give up no rounds, don't give up no space, and don't waste no activity. That's the kind of, things I think that Herring might see, quicker if Shakur is not already thinking about that as a part of his game plan. He can't do that laid back shit that we watched him do against the guy, Jeremiah Nakatilia. It's a damn shame I remember his name just because it was difficult to pronounce. But he can't do that against a Herring. Herring will keep the pressure up and do things and try to challenge him and make him think. That's what and I'm a Shakur fan.
I just feel like maybe Nakatilia had more power. Sorry, Michael.
Yeah, right. I think I'm definitely, because I like Shakur too a lot, but I want to see, because that last fight wasn't as impressive as I thought it was going to be. But like Ness is saying too, I think it had something to do with the power. So I think, by respecting his power, we didn't see, let me say, I didn't see, I wanted to see certain things from Shakur. So I wasn't as impressed with the last fight with Shakur. So we're gonna see what we're gonna get from him in this fight to see, does that set him apart or not? Because I do believe he is special and he has a excellent skill set, but we gonna see.
I got a super chat from James Benitez that says, Keller Plant is highly unlikely. It's more likely the Lions go to the Super Bowl this year. Plant probably the next best thing in boxing.
Oh man, yo, why they gotta jam the Lions up, champ? I don't even know football, and that's cold. When's the last time they saw the Super Bowl? Yo, Scott.
Did he say hold on? He said the Lions.
Yeah, he went.
Yeah, Detroit Lions.
Don't do that. Who is that? Don't do that.
You know they
James
came.
Benitez.
James.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, James. James. Is a excellent. So the Queen Watch. He's an excellent TBV fam supporter. He's the same person that was saying. I think James was the one said. Cool out on the in his boots height hype.
Yeah,
I think
he is.
Yeah, James.
Pretty
see,
sure.
See, the queen watching you. You on strike too with the queen because you already said be careful with the boots in his height. Then you coming for my lions. Leave it alone. I'm have to listen, James. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, because I'm gonna have to come for you next time. I'm watching.
Scott Haskell is next on the super chat. He says, "You think Canelo being upset at Caleb for talking about his mother was Canelo?"
Oh, Brandon, the producer, coming through with the official Border Wars title. Border Wars season for swinging. It got that whole Christmas feel, right? Like, no, you don't get it.
Man an award.
Hold on, say it again. Season for swinging.
Yeah, like swinging, and it's like,
okay.
I get it. I don't know that it rings well when I say it out loud. It don't.
Nah, say it again. Say it again.
Nah.
Border Wars 13, season for swinging or season swingings.
It looks like you gotta explain it, man.
Yeah. All right.
You know what? If you go season swingings and then you put like a fireplace, right, with the ring in the middle of the fireplace,
now this
and boxing gloves on the fireplace as stockings,
Damn, stockings too.
I mean,
talking about like the whole Christmas theme type of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to go there.
I mean, what? Listen, somebody would have to be a creative mind.
What about Border Wars 13? Hands for the holidays.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that.
That was corny, Brandon.
If y'all go in a Christmas theme, man, we can go a whole bunch of ways. So I guess to be continued, bro.
Hold on. One more.
Okay.
Border Wars 13. Sock'em stuffers.
Or like next how you be do do the polls, have it to where throw out the names and see what the TBV fam chat like the most.
Yeah, man, we got to get at least 4 so we can make a poll. We got Punch Protocol that says T.O. fans super pissed about the pushback. How do y'all think T.O. does with Taylor at 140 if he gets that fight? From Detroit, love the English D hat, by the way. So he's talking on you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
But yeah, Doomy, I mean, you're the TO expert. Why are you super pissed, and why are you mad about this pushback?
I'm not mad at the pushback only because it's going down in the Brooklyn Barclays Center, so I'm not mad. Have I been upset throughout this whole process? Of course, because in the beginning you ask yourself, is the champ really playing around? Is he dodging? What is he doing? Do they know what they're doing over there? Is there money missing? Is it, is it all cap? I don't know. She just makes you wonder a bunch of things. But there's never been a question that Teofimo is not ready and been preparing for a fight. There's no question that he wants to defend his belt and his title. So to me, it's just I think a final. Where's my soundbite? That's it. I don't expect to get jabbed in the head no more with any other dates. I think that ultimately the way it fell into the Barclays Center is something that Teofimo's camp wanted. He's bound to do good numbers there, and just looking forward to a great fight. As a fight fan, I say Teofimo's gonna win. Camp Bozos and all that other stuff, but in all reality of it is Camp Bozos, and it is a real fighter that's there to fight and has some skill and speed and, is willing to go head up with you. So it's going to be a fun fight, but KO all day by Teofimo, man. He's going to counter him. He's too slick, too fast, too smart, and it's going to show on fight day.
Super chat from Scott Haskell who says, you think Canelo being upset at Caleb for talking about his mother was Canelo trying to manipulate the fans to make Caleb seem like a bad guy? Absolutely, because he wasn't talking about his mother. And if that's the case, again, Canelo talked about Demetrius Andrade's mother right in front of his father when he called him the same fucking word. It's on video, by the way. Everybody got it on Twitter. They found it. It's on video.
Wow.
And I wonder, that was from Scott Haskell, right? Scott Haskell, are you Scott Haskell Jr. on Instagram? Are you guys the same person? Scott Haskell on here and Scott Haskell on there? Just asking. Let me just text you here and be like, yo, did you just super chat? Did you?
Oh, I gotta remember that, Doomy. Okay, so Doomy, you got T.O. by knockout with
Yeah.
Cambosis. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Standing behind the Paisan. It's KOs for life over here.
I wonder, can T.O. even make the weight? He's been out the ring so long, so he's been having to maintain the weight. Like, is he leaving it in the gym with all these pushbacks? It's so crazy, man. Poor guy. Poor guy.
I don't know, man. He definitely wants to move up, and he doesn't look small, and he's growing, right?
Yeah, and this is prolonging that for him. So he's forced to stay to try to make this 135 that he really hasn't been able to make. But we got a super chat from Show Kid. Thanks for the support, Queen. Don't worry. Found me nice Canadian cherry. He old, slow, and inactive. Hashtag TBV, fire emoji, 100 emoji, SDS still. So basically, he's talking about his comeback fight versus Canadian Jose, who's actually 3-0. Yes, he's old because he's over 40, probably like 42. Yes, he's inactive because he hasn't fought since 2019, but he is undefeated, and he is a good boxer. So we'll see. I mean, allegedly, Doomy's supposed to be training Show Kid, but we're still waiting for that training video for Patreon, y'all.
Yeah, we're waiting for Show Kid to recover. He's going through his, therapeutic state right now. He finished another Border Wars event. He's been training. He's been active. I just want him to, kind of lick his wounds a bit and get himself together because we're going to war come December 11th in Florida. We will return with the win. And I'm excited, man, because I know he's excited. And I know what I'm getting. I'm getting a fresh canvas. We're coming in like little mini Mike Tyson come December 11th.
We got James Benitez says Plant versus Canelo doing 600,000 buys. No one gives two shits or a toilet about T.O. fight. Porter getting stopped. Plant gonna beat that boy Nello bad. Yo, you wildin', and so is Doomy. Doomy, first of all, you tripping. You coming in like Mike Tyson?
He's a little mini Mike Tyson.
Right?
Okay, Doomy. So that mean you really gotta. That mean
You
on
got
IG,
skill.
You gotta do the videos. You and Show Kid, y'all gotta be posting the videos so that way everybody be tapped in, and then that way we can really see certain stuff. So that way we can be like, okay.
And the betting line
Show
changes.
Kid working.
And remember, Mike Tyson is like, I want to see Show Kid do that, okay? For those listening, that was me attempting to do a Mike Tyson bob and weave.
Oh, man.
But let me tell you something, Doomy, I swear, that would be dope. Like, if you can transform Show Kid to physically make him look technically better than his last 3 performances, which were all just wild, street fights. Like, and then he can beat Jose. That really does show something about you, but I think it's going to take a lot of work, for real. I mean, he is a...
Much as he can,
raw.
He's raw. As much time as he can give me, Ness, as much time I'm going to give back. I'm going to be training already. I already started training for those that have followed me.
I seen you on the treadmill today.
Gots to, brother. And I'm trying to encourage you to do the same, man.
Nah, dog, it's different. You got a whole gym in your house. Like, my man lives in a condo, so downstairs is a full gym without the ring.
Paradise. You walk out your house, you're in paradise. Take a walk.
I sent y'all the video. It's lovely over here.
Fucking walk. Let's start. I remember there was a time when Ness used to get on my ass and let's go and motivate me. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the gym. It's my time to return the favor, bro. Let's go, man. Let's get in shape.
Let's go.
Shape, champ. Let's get in shape.
Easier said than done. Easier said than done.
It really is, though.
But we got another one from James who says, Plant damn near a living legend for stepping up to the so-called down cycling boogeyman. Plant gonna embarrass Nello. Nello and his feelings, it's over. Okay.
James. Yeah, see, James, I'm gonna put you on the list. I'm gonna put you on the list. You might get talked about on Afternoon Sports Slang. You talking real spicy. We gonna see. You gonna be on my list, so I can't forget you now. I can't forget James. You on the list.
You ain't gonna forget James because he's back with another one, and he says Ennis is dumb overrated. Lions trash, but you are good for TBV. Glad you on the show, Queen. Don't be surprised when Plant win easier than we think.
James. Okay, well, thank you, because you did give me one compliment, but you said the Lions is trash. Leave Detroit alone. We know they pitiful right now. And then you said Boots. Let's get into the Boots. I don't know what's going on with you in the Boots thing, but he is not overrated. First of all, let's wait. I have talked about Boots a lot, and I think he is really good. I understand you might say we gotta wait to see who he fights, but as far as you saying overrated, wait until he fight a certain fighter and then come back and say. But I know that's your opinion, but no, in no way, shape, or form do I believe Boots is overrated. Did you really pay attention to that last fight, James? Really pay attention to it.
Let's go, champ. Next one's on the docket is Roland Curtis says, we know about Mexican versus Puerto Rican, Black American versus Mexican, Black versus white. Is there any intrigue in Mexican versus white American? Can y'all recall any huge memorable Mexican versus white American fights? It's an interesting question. I can't off the top of the dome think about Mexico versus Caucasian.
There hasn't been enough Caucasian or white American fighters that have been respectfully worth their salt, to be at that level, unless you're going like way back and you're talking about
just that Mexico versus white American.
In boxing.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm being respectful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's only a handful of white fighters that you can name, and I'm talking about over the years. If you want to go back into the 50s, black and white television, sure, you got me beat. But if you're talking about, 70s and up,
yeah.
I mean, who are we talking about? Respectfully, who are we talking about? White fighters. Name one white fighter from the 70s that was a champion.
70s, yeah, I can't do it all.
80s, none. 90s, who?
Ken Norton, the champ.
Ken Norton was black, brother. His son was Ken Norton Jr., man.
Ken Norton, forgive me, man. It slips my mind, man. It is far back, man. We're going back 40 years almost. It's tough.
Rocky Marciano.
I mean, Rocky Marciano, but I don't think he ever fought a Mexican, especially for a championship. I don't remember that. So, yeah, it is kind of crazy.
It's not a race thing. I'm just saying, like, you got to look at it. It's like asking me how many African-American hockey players. I'd be like, I don't think there were enough black or African-American hockey players to kind of reach that level. You know what I'm saying? And if there was, it'd be a handful over a long period of time.
I mean, back 10 years. I mean, we don't even have to go back to those times where, like, the demographic was different. We go back 10 years. I still can't remember. I mean, who did this one man from the UK named Josh Warrington? Who did he fight any Mexican for?
He lost to Mauricio Lara.
Yeah, he was Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean, that's one. But this is an interesting matchup, man, all the way around. Oh, I was impressed the way he looked at the I guess it was like a green screen photo shoot. And I'm talking about Caleb Plant. He was huge. I'm pretty sure he got to cut weight, though, this, right?
Huge next to fucking Canelo, though. He looked like a little boy. You know it.
He looked like his little brother.
You know it. And they was face to face, man. That shit was them in front of each other. Like, bruh. And this ain't Callum. This ain't Callum. Like, Plant already showed you I'm not Callum Smith. Like, I don't know, man. This is going to be it, bro. This is going to be like to end the year with a bang.
If Caleb Plant gets the rights to Hulk Hogan theme music and come out, the Papa was the real American, I'm telling you, yo. if he just plays
Papa
that like his campaign.
American fights for the rights of every man. I remember that shit, yo. I was a wrestling fan. That's crazy.
That's marketing. That's marketing. He come out with the Hulk with the Caleb with the Plantamaniacs or some shit.
To me,
you know what
the
Plantamaniacs.
I think that right now, though, Hogan fell off, man. That would have been good. That's why, like, Bad Bunny was coming out with Ric Flair. He gonna have to choose another. Hogan lost a lot of love.
But that song, look at you. You don't even watch wrestling. Good plug, right? But you don't even watch wrestling, but you remember that song. I'm telling you, it's
but
not
that's
for
because I
Hogan.
remember. That's because I remember Hogan. Wasn't that his song that he's like, yeah, brother,
This is what I'm
eat your
saying.
vitamins.
If Plant come out there, he gonna have that. He already done slapped
Yo, my
Canelo.
man
You know what I'm
Hogan
saying?
was wild.
He gonna have that shit play. He gonna come out like, you know what I'm saying? Like he gonna be ready.
Nah,
He gonna be ready.
Plant too much. He too urban for that. Like he real American because he wear his flannels and his truckers, but he also like too swagoo, man. Like my man be having Versace loafers, no socks, capri pants. Like he different, socks. Man. He different, man. I got a super chat from Roland Fat. $10 super chat says, we know about Mexicans versus Puerto Ricans, Black American versus Mexican, Black. Oh, you said that one?
Yeah. The next one is actually, I was excited to read it for you. It's Eric Cruz. It says Border Wars 13. Winter Soldiers. I like that.
That's not bad. Winter Soldiers. That
shit go ham.
That dude sound right. It's winter. They fighting in the winter. It's making sense.
And that's me doing a gun a sound effect.
Yeah, I do like that.
That was cute. That's cute.
The queen says cute.
It is kind of cute. It's cute.
Let me see what else we got. I think that we got James Benitez back with another one that says, you got it? No, he says Plant. Where is it? Plant gonna.
James is going ham. I'll read it if you want. Plant
for it.
gonna be ranked higher than Rocky Marciano after he beats that boy. Here we go. Yo, what's up with James, man? He's really got it in for Canelo, man.
Well, shout out to James, man. That's like number 4 or 5 for James. So shout out to him for showing love.
Let me finish it up. Plant has not lost a round in 2 years. Is that factualness?
I highly doubt he hasn't lost a round in 2 years. And anyway, the competition like Mike Lee, Faison Butts, those dudes are not Canelo, so don't matter.
Truax, right? Truax was in there too.
Truax, yeah. Well, I mean, he's a former world champ, so that's decent. But like again, he's still not Canelo.
I'm saying he could have potentially lost. You know, I'm just saying 1 round to Truax, being that Truax was a former. I don't think he swept Truax that fight. I don't know.
Yeah, James is on one, man. He said Nello struggled with Kovalev that took a dive. The UK fighters took dives, Plant the one. Yo, you Capadonna status right now, champ. You wildin'. Nah, man. Canelo, man. Yo, you seen that right hand? Your boy wasn't faking that. That was the button right there. Over. I think that's it for the super chats from that.
Well, let's open up these phone lines. I'm gonna go to
quick though, before you do go to the phone line.
All right.
Just wanted to go and just say that I've been talking to Sean Jones, participant of the Border Wars.
Yes.
Event.
2 IBO medals.
Hit the medal. Hit the bell for the medals, brother. Sean Porter. Look at me. Sean. He should be Sean Porter, yo, because this man in the Border Wars, all he shows is grit. He went up against, a guy that outweighed him by, I think it was 70 pounds. Shout out to Smoke 'em Out Jay, who did a great job as well. And, a guy that you would pass off as somebody maybe, that maybe works, construction or something like that. But this guy is a finance guy. You know what I'm saying? This guy really knows his money. And I sat down with him for about an hour. And I got to kick it with him. He's a licensed financial advisor, if you guys didn't know. And he's a member of our community, Boxing Brotherhood. So shout out to Sean
December
Jones.
11th, too. He's fighting. He's looking to come back. So he hasn't picked an opponent, but he's looking to come back December 11th.
Bro, that guy is staying active. He's staying active. Mm-hmm. I think that he's trying to get a belt. I think that's his ultimate goal.
Sean Jones will be the TBV heavyweight champion sooner than later. That's my favorite heavyweight in the TBV ecosystem right now. The man just, and here's the thing. He works so hard. You get such a glimpse into, the multifaceted, like you said, as a financial advisor, also as a competitor. He's got the training footage. He's got different milestones as far as his business. And the thing about it, when I see that, it's not for flash. This is just a man just trying to show y'all that he's always working. I can't shout that dude out enough, man. Shout out to Sean Jones. That's the #1 heavyweight TBV Border Wars. I'm telling you.
Yo,
Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Yo, he had some people show up, right? That's caught the glimpse of that. Some of the people from the actual Watertown city, they showed up with some.
Yeah, he converted a husband and wife the first time they bumped into him. The husband is originally from Texas, so Sean said he was from Houston. They got to talking. They found out Sean was fighting. They showed up to his fight. But the special thing is that they went an extra step by ordering their own shirts. Like, not from Sean. They went to like a shirt place and made shirts to support Sean. And then obviously they found out he was coming back and they were there again. So he converting people, man.
That's the type of effect this guy has, man. Usually when it comes to finances, we tend to get a little defensive at times. You just really don't want to give anybody your trust sometimes with your finances. You want to really, really get to know the person. And I got to know Sean, and he was very educating in that meeting. If you reach out to him right now, if you're actually watching us visually on YouTube, you can look at the chat. We have it pinned to the chat right now, and those are the forms of contact that you can use to contact Jones Wealth Academy. This is his company, and as you can see, it's phone number 337-378-9967. Instagram is Jones Wealth Academy, and email is joneswealthacademy@gmail.com. And I'll just briefly say what I kind of learned there. You have five main financial concerns in life. And those vary, I guess, depending on your life and lifestyle. But debt is one of them. He can help you with debt, to reduce that and work that out. Retirement, he can prepare you for retirement. He could give you advice on that. College savings, if you're a young listener out there and you're looking to save some money and through loans and such. He can help you with that. He can help you with life insurance. It's crazy. I didn't know that life insurance was so important. He taught me that it's the foundation of my financial house. I didn't know that. I didn't have life insurance. I didn't really think about it. We tend not to think about certain things in life, and death is not one of them. So, I didn't really think that was important, but it is. It is, guys. You just don't know the debt you're leaving behind to your family members. Maybe you have kids, you want to leave something behind. It's just so important to have these things. And even if you live a healthy life, it's important to have it nonetheless. You spend $100 going out. If that's something that, quote, could cost you, why not buy it, right? And Sean Jones can help you make those decisions. So again, I thank you, Sean Jones, for the education you've given me. And I'm actually having another meeting with him. And, I'll continue with him to try to build my financial freedom and a better future the best way I can. And the cool thing about it is that he's a member of our community. I trust him. And
that's the best thing about it. It's someone that is reputable, trustworthy, and shows up. You know what I mean? That he's not going to disappear, because that's the biggest, I think, worry for me when dealing with money. Is can I trust you?
The whole Houdini act. That's no good.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it with this, man. He also provides a financial needs analysis. It's complimentary when you meet up with Sean. Yeah, whichever way you do that, whether it be Zoom or whatnot, he provides this financial needs analysis, tells you how to get out of debt, how much money to hit, to hit that retirement goal. And, he can further educate you guys, man. And I really appreciate him helping me out thus far. So make sure you check him out, Jones Wealth Academy. And for those watching on YouTube who have the visual platform and are listening, you can see it on the chat. It's pinned. And for those that are listening, it is Jones Wealth Academy. Sean Jones. Contact number is 337-378-9967. Instagram is Jones Wealth Academy, and the email is joneswealthacademy@gmail.com. So thanks again, Sean, and look forward to our next meeting. Appreciate that, Ness.
For sure, man. Let me get to these phone lines. I'm going to go ahead and obviously go to our sponsor.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
All right, man. Just a quick reminder. I know we got so many days to the next Border Wars show because it's Thursday. So, wow, that's next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Huge news. Huge news we're dropping. Can't give any hints, but just huge news we're dropping. You definitely want to tune in next Wednesday. You know the number to call in, 142-5569-5241 if you want to get in, voice your opinion right now, today, on all our topics today. I think we got some more super chats just coming in. And can you get to that, Doomy? We last stopped off at James Benitez, but I feel like maybe Supermax slid in.
Maybe he did. You know, Supermax, welcome back.
Yeah, Supermax had a chat. Yep.
Yo, Supermax is on. It's on and popping, right, brother? He's lock and loaded for the December thing?
Yes, he's also one of the confirmed fights. Supermax is taking on Big Eddie Navarez from Las Vegas. So it's going to be for the chubby weight title. Beauty about the chubby weights is that we monitor their weight, much like the WBC. We do weight check-ins. They got another weight check-in in about 8 days. They must lose a certain amount of pounds to be in this division. And we just want to help these guys meet their goals. Obviously, they both fought plenty of times with Border Wars. So we had to come up with this system to make it a little stricter because it's we're out here doing this, and they have to do as good as Tank. We need to help them get to the level of a Tank Furman, who went from heavyweight to light heavyweight, which is 3 divisions below. That being said, did
they move Tio's date again after all? That's what he was asking.
Yeah, it's on the 16th in the Barclays now.
That's right. You heard it, Super. And it stops there, all right?
Dika feels like it's gonna keep going.
Nah,
somewhere
bro.
else.
And, I mean, look, it's already ridiculous, man. But I think this is it right here. I mean, I think it's the Barclays Center for a reason.
I think ridiculous isn't even the word anymore for this thing. It's just been it's dragging heavily. You know what I mean?
That's the last.
I mean, we talking about June. What's supposed to have been the date, and we're in September. You know, that's a lot. But June is the 6th month. September is the 9th month. 3 months, and we're almost done with September at the end. You know, so it's like we're about to be in October, man.
Call you drag.
Yeah, man.
Drag.
He needs to just drop the belt. If it's gonna keep going anymore, drop the belt and come back to it. It ain't like you ain't still the biggest fight, but you gotta shake that Triller deal. You know?
Call you.
Now, Ness and Doomy too. Now, I'm just letting y'all know. I know Border Wars is in Florida, but if you come to Detroit, remember, hit the queen up. If y'all ever do anything, I don't know when it's gonna happen. You know, let me know.
Nah,
you know,
sure.
I will always be willing to work on TBB fail side, assisting. You know, just let me know.
You know, you would have to talk to obviously to your household, but we would love to have you as a commentator. That's where I'm always short-handed. You see, it was just me and Enrique. We had a third microphone there, headset, and obviously you see me and Enrique be fighting because we need a third person. It's just too much for us to just do. So, you know, whenever the availability works out for you, meaning like location for you and your husband, and we can do it, we would try to definitely assist in making it happen because, yeah, man, I know the community likes you, and we definitely need the help on the commentator side of things. I think this is James Benitez. Maybe. Is Skype not working?
Yo, what's up, Ness? Yeah, this is me.
Oh, all right, because they got you down with another number. But what's up, champ? Skype ain't working?
Man, it's not working, man.
What?
It's not working, man. So, I just hopped on to this, man, just to show you love.
I restarted it and everything. I wonder what's going on today.
It is what it is, man.
I see
It's what it is.
AMG on there.
But
Maybe
yeah,
it's
man.
working now. But talk to us, man. What's going on? I see you going hard over here on Canelo, man.
Man, look, man. Canelo ain't about shit, man. He in his feelings. He gonna get his ass whooped. I just see it from a mile away, man. I've been saying this for the past multiple months, man. I've been calling Caleb Plant the American Dream. And look, he on ESPN on like repeat daily now, man, just after that little event. So imagine how he's gonna be looked at after you go ahead and I ain't gonna say stop, but after he probably like 9-3, 10-2 that boy Canelo. Just gonna keep it a buck, man. He gonna be the damn household name. He gonna be the biggest star in boxing, man, overnight. Other than that, man, nobody gives a shit about TL, man. I don't care. They could probably move that fight to 2022, man, or something. Looking forward to the Wilder fight. Lady Micah, I'm sorry about talking all that shit, but, it's all fun and games. I'm glad that you're on the show. But, yeah, I'm keeping the same energy, man. I got a lot of money out there for Clint, man, so let's go.
Cheers.
All right, James, thanks for calling
Shout out
in.
to James Benitez. That's my guy. And listen, let me tell you something. James is he's a logical dude. He's a very intelligent guy. He gotta know something, man. Y'all be careful with that James Benitez, man.
What he know there, King? Let me know. I'm trying to be quiet. I let him talk, and I know he's a excellent supporter. So salute and thank you. But James is a little wild. I'm gonna hold off. James is wild with them thoughts, with certain predictions and fighters. I'm gonna be quiet. We'll wait because I got James on the list, so we'll come back once the fight is done.
They asking him to put his money up. Listen. Plant still has. I mean, look. If you guys give me a percentage right now, what are the percentages that Plant wins? Like, give me an idea what everybody's mind is at, right? Just us four here. 70-30, 50-50. I mean, in all honesty, like, it's just Canelo is just the one that's expected to win. I mean, you could give him his accolades, reach, height. He ain't scared. Yeah, he smacked him first. But, like, who expects him to win?
I'm gonna give you a percentage. And I'm gonna explain to you like this, right? Basketball, Mikey K, follow me, champ. Basketball, 40% behind the 3-point line. That's Hall of Fame numbers, right? Caleb Plant got about a 48% chance.
So you Hall of Famer in them. All right. You on mute.
No, what I'm saying is it's not 50%.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the reason why he's there, plus what he brings to this fight in terms of his attributes versus what Canelo brings as far as his attributes and intangibles. So not 50%. Even if you told me 33%, and in baseball, Hall of Famer, you're hitting batting 300. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when people say, "Yo, he ain't got no chance." I mean, even if you give the man 30, 40%, it's a pretty good chance against somebody like Canelo,
I got you. Micah doesn't even want to sit.
Let me, because I know I can't be silly. I love, I love to laugh and just enjoy myself because, some of y'all boxing fans, y'all love too uptight for me, but I know boxing is still serious, but I'm talking about just having the fun of the sport, the love of it. But, okay, let me answer. So, right now, just to have respect for Plant, I would never say he does not have a chance. He has a chance. Let's not get it twisted. He's an excellent boxer. But, with the Queen eye test, okay, I I'll say right now, because I might change my mind. I'll say 20. Let's say, I'll give him a quarter. Let's say 25%. Let's say 30. I give him a little quarter. I'll give Plant a quarter because I still, like I said, this one is a hard one because it's people that I'm connected to like I said, it's certain things where I just want to be respectful of Plant, but I cannot say it respectfully to Plant. I got love for them, I really do, but no, I don't see it. So I have to be honest. And I have to be fair. It's all about certain things is about fair, well balanced, and I have to be fair with my perspective right now. I gotta see it. Caleb Plant, like he did say, I make people believers. So he does have to make me believe with this one because this is Canelo. This is something different, okay? Yep. When I talk like how we talked about basketball, this is something different in the paint. You dealing with a different type of animal in that ring come November, whenever that date is, come November 6th. So Plant do got to put it all on the line. All on the line. He got to come with that work like we never seen him before to get this done. And we know that Nello is the A-side. So not only do he has to get that work, he got to go to war like he never went to war because, this is a business as well. So you just cannot rely on the judges. He got to give out work we never seen before to beat the A-side Canelo Alvarez. I'm done.
Oh, look at this guy.
Nah, but 25%. Listen, there's some people that are giving Plant no chance. So don't feel bad about that. I think your answer was respectful towards whatever relationships you have and ties. First of all, I'll reiterate what I said. It's not his job to prove anything to anybody. It's his job to win for him and himself and his family, whatever motivates him. So it's his, and doing that, he'll prove many wrong. A lot of people are not giving him the chance. Whether you want to give percentages, are you picking them to win? That's a whole nother story. A lot of people are not picking them to win, and a lot of people are. So what we rely on usually is the Vegas odds. That's usually kind of like the tiebreaker, so to speak.
And then one little thing I just want to say, not to cut you off. I don't have any relationship or tie to Plant. It's just that people. Like I said before, because I want to preface my statement. No ties with them. It's just certain things that I'm connected with. I just always like to be respectful because in the future you never know, especially with boxing. It's dealing with this type of sport. But
don't worry, Micah. Sometimes even if you're as much respectful as you could be, people sometimes get riled up about what you say. And Nestor Gibbs here is a legend at doing that, and he's received heat for whatever he's received at times, but he speaks whatever he needs to speak, and stay truthful, man. And that's part of the job as you work in media and reporting the news and whatever news you're doing. So no, I'll just give you credit, you know what I mean? Because you have to stay respectful and you have to keep those relationships intact. So you kept it real. 25%. You said it. I got it out of you. 25%. And I know Ness, you probably got Plant 80-20 shit. The way you
80-20. No, obviously I'm picking Canelo. I'm just riding and rooting for Plant. I'm one of the guys like Micah that he's talking to that he's gonna make us a believer, but I'm less of a detractor than 99% of these people, right? Like I believe he's on that level. I believe he will show us on that night. I just don't know that he can win. That's different.
You can have Bill Gates money and you can buy this talent.
Definitely a talented fighter, man. It's just when you look behind at what Canelo's doing, when you look at Canelo's rearview mirror, there's a lot of show and prove. There's a lot of tests, and I just gotta say, and that's the reason why I'm sticking with Canelo. Caleb Plant is an excellent fighter. Excellent, and he's proved it in the test that he's received thus far. Obviously, we always want these champs to be tested at higher levels, and it's what the crowd wants, it's what we want, it's what we want our champion to be. So this is the greatest test and the greatest payday. So I think that Caleb's already won right now, and the rest is just him, going beyond into Legendville. If he beats Canelo, we all know what happens, man. He is the guy. That's it. So yeah, saying that, what do I give Plant? I'm gonna go with 30. I'm gonna go with 30, and I'm gonna give him the 70-30 rule. All right. And anything else, man, it's just gonna be impressive to me. You know, domination, anything like that happens, it's gonna be just, it's gonna be a hell of a fucking night. I'm gonna be jumping in my, in my living room if I see a fight like that. So I hope for it. I personally love it when I see Canelo steamrolling through cats and the way he breaks them down. But I would really like to see Canelo being tested for this final belt. This is it. This is the one that's gonna, get him into that legend status. He's gonna be the unified middleweight champ, and I want him tested for that. I want to see a real fight because it merits that. So, cheers.
We got James, not Benitez, but Valdez. What up? I think this is San Antonio, right? San Antonio.
Yeah, what's going on there? Shout out to you and the crew tonight.
What up?
How's it going?
All good.
Hey, man, I just want to say I appreciate everything you do, man, because it's been a tough year, man. I lost my mother-in-law, and I've been going through some things. And TBV is the only thing that's got me grounded, man. It's the only thing that really, helps me out through the day after day. Because back in the day, man, I was, before De La Hoya got the Ring magazine, I would always read the Ring magazine, and I saw it was the boxing, the Bible. But really now with social media, I feel like TBV is the boxing, the Bible of boxing. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all your content, all the interviews, everything, man. I appreciate everything y'all do because my wife's like, man, you're always on there. And I'm like, it's the only thing that gets me going. You know what I mean? So I just want to say shout out to you guys in the crew, man. I really like the show, Ness.
Well, my condolences, man, on your mother-in-law, and obviously thank you for the kind words, man. We're just here doing what we love. The fact that we can help you through your tough times and your good times is just the icing on top, man. We appreciate you more than you even know.
All right, appreciate it, Ness. Have a good one.
All right.
And that's real. Shout out to that caller too, because a lot of people, I ain't gonna get too deep and long-winded. I know y'all say the queen can be deep sometimes, but shout out to that caller because seriously, TBV is sports. I'm real big on, mental strength in the mind. Watching this, watching the other guest co-hosts, regardless whoever it is, it really helps you. If you love sports, you love boxing, it really helps you through your day. Like watching the Boxing Voice, even when I'm busy, it helps my mind. So it helps you to really just keep you going. And some people, if you don't really love sports or love boxing, you might not understand it, but it really helps you to keep pushing. So that's why it's a blessing to have this and have this platform, because mentally we all going through things that nobody might not know of. But to come on here to be able to talk to Ness, to Doomy King, I mean, it's a blessing because we all can be dealing with stuff, but this helps. It just helps. That unity, talking boxing, it's a relief. So, God bless you, James or whatever. And I hope everything, I don't want to say James or whatever, but James Valdez, let me make sure I got the name right. Because, yes, we all here to, help and uplift each other, especially when we need that. But I'm done.
Cheers. TBV there.
All right, we got Hawk in Maryland. What up?
TBV, what's up, fam?
What up?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir. Okay. Good. Everybody on the panel, what's up? Man, look, bro. Caleb Plant is a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a boxer. He's a white dude that is as close to black as you can get. But I got to put an asterisk next to his ghetto card, because you do not go face-to-face with a man you got beef with wearing glasses. You get cut for that. Shout out Sylvester Stallone. Canelo Alvarez has drawn first blood. Okay. Now, as far as the fight goes, I just don't see him being able to deal with that pressure Canelo gonna give him and all that jab stuff. When have y'all seen Canelo sit still for a jab if he hitting him? All the way back from Floyd Mayweather. You can hit Floyd Mayweather with one shot. You can't hit him with that one shot again in that fight. Canelo, you might get him with two. You're not hitting Canelo with no 3-4 jabs in no succession like that. So that's not gonna happen, bro. He gonna walk him down. He gonna get him. He gonna get him about the 8th, 9th round, and reality gonna set in. But what's the other one? Porter and Crawford. That's one hell of a fight. I want to go Porter. That Crawford is a lot better than what people think, though. I ain't really a Crawford fan, but he is a lot better than people think. But Porter gonna give it his all, you know. But I'm going for and Joshua. Hey, I was all Joshua till I seen the face off. I think we're gonna have a nice fight tomorrow. So what's it? Usyk, yeah. If he gonna stand still in front of Joshua, he gonna get laid out. But if he moving around, I'm happy to see what Joshua gonna do with that. You know, I'm happy to see. Joshua had to prove himself tomorrow. I really think that's gonna be what's gonna give us an idea of how he gonna do for the rest of his career off of this joint, since he done signed his life over to Eddie Hearn now. But that's my call.
Hey, Hawk, real quick, what was it about the face-off? What was it about the face-off?
Hawk.
You cutting out.
All right. We going out to Sean Jones, Mission Impossible. Am I wrong? I'm right? I thought I knew that by heart. Sean, that's not you? Call me drop the ball then. Hold on, let's see who's that is.
I have phone in my pocket.
Right? Let's see who that is.
I'm gonna hit him with the crickets.
No, wait. That is
No.
Not Sean. That's Big If in New York.
Damn, and that's a big if for you, champion.
Big If, what up?
Yo, salute to y'all, man. Y'all show is like the littest, man. I like the way you press the WBC cap, man. Like,
thank you, brother.
Y'all just keep your foot on their necks, man. Like, and it's hard. Y'all probably sacrifice relationships, but y'all doing the right thing, man. So salute to all of y'all, man. And I just want to say for the fight, man. I don't know how people be talking about Killer Plant moves his head off the line. His head stays stuck on the line. He gets caught all the time. This is going to be a stoppage, man. I'm telling you, this is a straight stoppage. No other way about it. Bloody stoppage. His head stays stuck on the line, regardless of what position he's in, the one or the two. His head is always on that line. It's mad easy to hit, son, man. So that's my call with that. But also, Usyk, Joshua, I don't like that fight, man, because Usyk, he has the ability to upset the heavyweight division. And I want to see the big three bang it out. Like, I just want to see them bang out and get banged out. But he might outbox everybody. So I really don't know how to call that fight. I just hope Joshua wins, but I'm so scared that Usyk might take it. And Micah, man, I just want to hear you say, try me. You know, that's my call, man. Peace.
Yeah.
Y'all funny. He said, try me. No. Yeah. Shout out to Days Love, though. Y'all always saying that. Oh, my goodness. Shout out to Days, though.
We got, excuse me, y'all. I'm doing a million things. You know, when Border Wars is, obviously, I want to, look, when I started this show, I started Thursdays and Sundays because everybody was doing like once a month or once a week. So I'm like, man, I'm doing twice a week. Obviously, when full time, I started doing daily. But with the new venture of Border Wars and the growth of it, man, I would rather do Border Wars daily and boxing Thursdays and motherfucking Sundays. So that being said, I'm a little distracted because I'm working on the back end on our next December 11th date. And so many things are just happening so rapidly. So I'm a bit distracted. I'm getting a lot of messages and stuff. So apologies. I'm going out to AMG in Oklahoma. What up?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Good panel today.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I just wanted to give my take on a couple things that you guys been talking about. I do have AJ beating Usyk. It should be. I'm actually kind of worried, too, that it might be kind of a boring fight because I see they're both potentially just going to be boxing. So we'll see about that. Fury, even though I got Fury beating Wilder, he's obviously capping. He ain't, 3 days rest my ass. I don't think that's realistic. I noticed you mentioned Broner turning down the Conor Benn fight. That sucks. That would have been a good fight. And then Lopez Cambosos, I hope that fight obviously finally gets made. And I give Caleb probably 20-25% chance, but I do got Canelo stopping him. That's about it. Good show.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in.
Stoppage.
Let me go out to the future, DAZN, ESPN, coming to a TV near you, announcer. We're going out to Los Angeles' own.
Let's go!
Come on.
Info Joe is a beast. Checkbox red. Undefeated punchlines, better place your bet. The number one caller, fought my way up the ranks. Border Wars fighter, going hard in the paint. Boxing scene writers call me spectacular.
Yo. What up, TBV?
What up, Joe?
What up, though, Info?
All right, my Queen Micah K, of course. King Amin and Alex Doomsday Lioness. What's happening? How y'all doing?
Get to that window, champ. You are like breaking up on us. Call you. Like,
How about that? Am I better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know it ain't no show without Info Joe. First things first, man. Y'all subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, man. If you over here ear hustling and you're not going to subscribe, still hit the thumbs up. These dudes is working, pound for pound work, always. Boxing. Put me down for AJ, man. I see Usyk he bulked up, gained a few extra pounds. And he's a good boxer, don't get me wrong, but that might slow his boxing ability down. We never seen him that big. And I think AJ can deal with it. Plus, I want AJ to win because I want him to fight the winner of Fury and Wilder. The question was, what fight are we most excited about? If I had to go in order, it had to be Fury versus Wilder, Porter versus Bud, and Canelo versus Plant. I got a game plan for Plant, man. It's going to be a tall order for him to beat Canelo. One thing about Canelo, he's always first. He's dictating the pace. Even if he don't swing first, he's trying to make you swing and counter you, right? I think Plant should switch it. He be first. Whatever it is, bomb first. Make Canelo react off of you. It's always in the Canelo fight, he has lulls. I hate it like in the Daniel Jacobs fight. I felt Jacobs had opportunities that he didn't take advantage of. You got to fight when Canelo don't want to fight. Canelo fights when he wants to fight. When he takes those lulls and he does it every round, maybe after the seventh, he doesn't. He fights when he wants to fight and he may back off. That's when you jump on him. It happens almost in every fight. I can't think of a fight unless it went, especially a fight that went 8 or 9 rounds. He always takes a break. When he takes a break, man, nobody takes advantage of that. Triple G didn't do it in the second fight, nor did Jacob. So, for me to Plant to win, he has to be first to get Canelo to react to him. And just to let him know that I ain't scared of you. Just bomb first or a jab or whatever. And you counter him, take a half step back or pivot, whatever, and make him react to you. But when Canelo's take those lulls, he has to take advantage of it. And Canelo's going to take those lulls. If it goes past 7 rounds, he's going to give you a good 2 minutes, and he's going to take a few side steps or, avoid shots and take a break. So that's what I think Plant has to do. As far as Border Wars, shout out to all the Border Wars fighters, man. I'm excited about Florida. Doomy, that was my idea if I was a reckoning. I put that in the chat.
Reckoning. I said day of reckoning. Nah, but I had said that a couple of days ago. But it don't matter. I'll let it be your idea. I want it. That.
No, man, we all better for the team, man, no matter who came up with it.
Oh, yeah.
But,
listen, what do you think about Winter Soldier?
I like that, man.
Yeah, Eric Cruz popped out with that.
I like that.
The whole
hear
team.
Smoke 'em Out Jays was bad intentions? What you think about that?
Bad intentions sounds good too. That spicy, like Micah said.
That does sound good, but who nobody on the card has got bad intention, like, that we know of just yet. Like, the only official fight is Mex and Eddie, and I can't say we getting a knockout in that fight.
Brandon sound pretty good though. A season for swinging though. That's not bad either though. I liked what King Ming was saying about the fireplace with the gloves hanging on hanging off the chimney. You know what I'm saying? As far as the banner though, that ain't bad though.
For Joe with a visual.
Yeah. I think that's all I got, champs, man. Y'all keep doing an awesome job, man. Like I said before, y'all, this is the #1 pound for pound boxing podcast on the planet. Make the boxing voice your choice. Shout out to the whole community, man. One thing I want to say, man, when we all get together, I told Ness this, I feel like it's a family reunion. Just like the guy calling in, man, James Valdez, prayers in the air for you and your family, man. We are a community, man. And I seen how Esteban needed a ticket to get to Border Wars. The community came up with it, man. And I just want to say shout out to everybody in the chat, in the community, man, in the brotherhood, man. We argue, we bicker, and we fight. But when it really comes down to it, man, we are there for each other. I remember a guy in the military that was overseas, and he called in and he said the TBV got him through the day, man. And it's not the first person that called in that said they lost a loved one, and this show got them through the day, including myself. I have lost loved ones, and this show has gotten me through, man. So I just want to say, man, it's more important. I mean, we here for boxing, man, but the beauty of it is that the community that it built, man, is like no other, man. I think no other podcast or no other boxing channel has that, man. So, man, shout out to the boxing guys for TBV, man. That's all I got, gentlemen. Peace.
Okay. Let me say one. Let me say one thing, and I usually don't do this. I usually don't, cause I don't. I don't give light to haters in the chat, but I'm telling you, shut your hating ass up. I'm sorry, excuse me. Shut your hating ass up, JD Spades. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Make sure when you talk about Detroit, I'm very nice. I'm very kind. Okay? I seen you in the chat. You not Twitter fingers, you chat fingers. We don't do that over here. Be careful. Be careful what you say. Listen, I'm watching. I'm telling you, I'm a nice person. Do not take my kindness for a weakness. Don't take that. Be careful. You're a hater. I don't call out haters. I usually just, let it go. Be careful. Cause this take heart to come up here. I gotta deal with a lot, whether people like you or don't like you. Okay? Just watch what you say in the chat.
No,
I don't know if he, support. Excuse me, forgive me. I don't know if he's the boxing voice supporter or whatever. Just be careful, JD.
He's in Shadow Realm right now. I read some of his stuff.
Yeah. Be careful. Yeah. Don't do that over here.
He's in Shadow Realm
for. We sent him to the Shadow Realm right now. He's good. He's gonna have to get out of
think about it. He's in hyperbolic mode.
Yeah. What was that movie? Remember that movie with Wesley Snipes, and he was like frozen, and then he came back and
Demolition Man.
There you go.
Shit.
He froze his ass. Yo, real quick. I know. Keep that on your mind. Don't lose it. Doomy, did you ever get to that next super chat from James Valdez?
Oh no. Actually, we have a couple too. We have Coach Rivera also.
He said, King Amin, he did 12-0 Truax. One punch don't win a round. Check the scores. Ooh. Then he said, then we got Coach Rivera in Boston that says,
look, Plant. Yo, this is funny.
Look, Plant bread and cheese. No, Plant bread and butter is making you reach and catch you. Add how tall and his reach is. Plant play a perfect plan. He can beat Canelo easy. Okay. And then he came back with another one. Was those back to back? Yes, they were. He said, Plant needs to do is say, motherfucker, to make
Plant lose control.
Beef Nello lose control. To make Beef Nello lose control.
Oh,
so
man.
All you got to do is say, motherfucker, to make him. That is true.
Bro, if he says motherfucker to him during the fight, or like on
in
the
the
whole
ring. Or what about when he's like, any questions from the, you know when what was the infamous one from Tarver? Like, any questions, Roy? And so when they,
excuses now, Roy.
yeah, so when they say any questions, instead of him saying got any excuses, he say like, something something like, you like the beef, motherfucker?
Nah. What if he says, he goes up there, he goes, chinga tu madre.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and probably Canelo gonna swing right there, like yeah. Yo, that would be so amazing. That'd be dope.
Nah, that'll be like a Rocky movie type shit.
I gotta
bro.
go to Vegas, man. I'm gonna have to hit up Plant, see what up.
Vegas.
Yo, real quick, I was gonna add to what Info Joe was saying and what James Valdez and TBV will do it for you, man. Y'all know I was definitely the call of the year. You know what I'm saying? Definitely was entrenched in the community. And I took my first loss around the same time as Joshua did. I lost my pops.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what I'm saying? And I took that loss in 2019. Me, Anthony Joshua, and Ronda Rousey got our ass kicked. You feel me?
Yeah.
But, we made a triumphant return. And this is what TBV and anything you get into, you know what I'm saying, we'll do it for you. But certainly find something that gives you enough motivation to be a distraction from some of the pain and some of the glum that we experience, man. And that's why boxing is it, because every day's a fight. And every day you're not going to win. And you damn sure going to take some punches. So, one way or the other, man, just get in there and know that your training, your preparation, your mental preparedness, the people you surround yourself with, your network, your community is all a part of your camp, your gym. So keep yourself healthy, ladies and gentlemen.
And I just want to piggyback. Like I said, JD didn't do nothing like super serious, but sometimes like when you constantly just saying stuff, I try to be easy, but listen, just piggyback off of what King Info Joe, that was a wonderful, beautiful call. For me, it's all about love, not hate. Even the people that don't like me, it's okay. I always say we can agree to disagree. If you like me, if you don't, that's okay. But we gonna make sure to keep it respectful, especially when I'm on. I know this is not my show, but I'm just saying as far as with the love, it's just like negative comment after that. Come on, man, come on. Chill out a little bit. He ain't say nothing too harsh or nothing like that. But it's just sometimes it just be, and I know Ness and Doom, it could, you be triggered like, man, you just hating for, just like how Ness be saying sometimes, how you got a dislike? I ain't even start the show yet.
Exactly.
It don't make sense. It's like, come on, get that hate out your heart. What's the problem? There's something
really
there.
Love.
Come on, man.
Love,
that's how it was
Sunday,
man. I mean, Wednesday, I think it was. I'm sorry,
No, Micah, that's love, because they're going to watch you here. They're going to talk shit. They ain't going to get off of here and go to Instagram, and they're going to start watching your shows, and they're going to be in those chat rooms. It's love. They got time on their hands, man. They got time on their hands, man. Allow them to throw flowers at your feet, man. They got shit else better to do, champ. Don't worry about them motherfuckers, man.
Facts. You're right.
It doesn't matter what you think.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Noah says, love this. The queen being on the panel? Lady Chan disturbs me. Her energy is a downer. Caleb is getting planted.
And that's another thing I want to say. I don't disrespect anybody. So that's what I was trying to tell y'all. Nobody triggered me. I'm just letting you know whether it's respect here, whether we like each other or she like it, that does not matter. Just like I told Ness does what's best for him in his business, how he feels, who he likes, who he wants to come on. I'm never that type of woman to where I'm not the type of woman, oh, he got another woman, I ain't miss. No, I think I had told Ness this. I don't take things personally, okay? 4 Agreements. I read that book. Look it up for some of y'all. There's certain things in business you don't take personal. People have to do stuff for a certain reason. So he's looking to make sure to push his brand, make sure other women, get other eyes. Lady Chan has a nice following, bringing in those UK followers. Whether you like her or don't like her, that's up to you. But he's doing stuff to, to build certain things. So it don't matter. You're not gonna catch me on this show disrespecting another black woman. Now, if somebody disrespect disrespect me, then we have a problem on our hands. But as long as everything is respectful, I'm good. You your way, I'm my way. So I just like to let the people and the fans know, what you dealing with when it comes to the Queen Micah K. I'm all about respect, love, and just talking boxing and enjoying myself.
Well, cheap plug, speaking of love, we have a Patreon post and a community post here on YouTube where you can pose a question, because since we're speaking of love. And Lady Shan, we got a segment on Friday, and it's called Let's Talk About Sex with Ness and Lady Shan. A lot of questions, too. You guys, so whoever says they don't like her, I don't know who's that, because there's a lot of people asking her questions. And they said, make sure Casual is a host on the show. Should be entertaining, and it was the last episode. So, yeah.
And I'm not saying nobody said didn't like. I'm saying for me with the chat. I'm saying if you like me, whoever you don't like. I'm just
I wasn't
saying
addressing
back
that
and
to
forth.
you.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't want to get nothing mixed up.
No, you good. But we do have Mr. PBC in the building. Are you available?
Yes. Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com. I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby. Big tonight. Shout out to everybody on the panel. I can't wait for these fights, man. Like, real talk. We could talk all damn day about who's better, who's good. I just want to see these fights happen. It's definitely a good shining light at the end of the tunnel during all this COVID stuff. Just to see something to throw you off that cycle of drama that's happening in life right now. I definitely got Caleb Plant. Not because of any type of hatred or nothing like that. I just believe, I believe in the underdogs. I mean, come on now. My favorite football team was the Seahawks. So, is the Seahawks. So, and I believe definitely Deontay Wilder can get it back. And I believe Usyk can upset the whole world, or the UK world. And, anything can happen on Saturday night. And definitely with PBC, I believe they definitely entertain me in the best way. That's why I represent PBC. And I hope that Canelo stays on PBC because he definitely entertains me too. Either if he loses or wins, I would definitely want to see him fight another PBC fighter. David Benavidez. Come on, let's keep it rolling, man. I can't wait for these fights. TBV for life.
All right. We got Jerome in the building.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Shout out to Dominic.
Yo, we had a super chat from Coach.
What up, Jerome?
Yo, it's good. Yeah, I got Usyk. I got Plant. Like, yeah, man, Anthony, man, that damn chin, man, that his chin is just.
Yeah, but Usyk can't punch.
Man.
He couldn't even hurt Chisora. How you gonna hurt AJ?
And all you got to do is swing hard and just fly by his chin. AJ legs will get wobbly, man. That's how weak his chin is, man. I see Usyk hitting him with a short right or even a left or even an uppercut, one of those. I see him catching him, man. I just think Joshua's too slow, man. And I don't think Usyk is gonna. I don't see him engaging in a manner where it's gonna be detrimental to him. Maybe he's gonna get hit with some shots and that stuff like that, but AJ's gonna have to catch him, and I don't see him cutting off the ring or anything like that with Usyk. Usyk just has too much. I just think his pedigree. I think he has really good pedigree. I think his gold medal is totally different from Joshua's. And I think I don't think he gets enough credit for what he did at cruiserweight. I think he fought some real killers at cruiserweight. And I think I like Joshua, but I think he's gonna find out that he's not just gonna go in there and knock this guy out. And this is why he slimmed down. And I think Joshua tires out. And I think that what Usyk is gonna do is he's gonna tire his ass out, and then he's gonna start putting it on Joshua. I don't see Joshua winning this fight at all. I want Deontay Wilder to I want him to win. I want him to get rid of Fury. I can't stand him. I can't stand Fury. I just feel like he's a piece of shit, man. And I hope Caleb. I like Caleb. I definitely like his what he did at the press conference. He spoke out when other fighters wouldn't say nothing. They'd sit there and they'll cheer Canelo on, and they'll just do that because of business of boxers and that stuff like that. And Caleb came out there, and he stood on his two. He took 10 toes down and said all he said, and also stood up to him. So hopefully he goes in there and he gets busy and make us American fans proud. That's all I got, guys. And lady, sorry.
All right. We got Superman.
Yo,
Did you get to that
was that
Supermax
Jerome
chat?
Lambert?
Nah, that was Jerome Hall, not Lambert.
Okay.
Supermax had one. He said, it's Christmas time. Call it Border Wars 13. Seasons beatings. Shout out to Info Joe, the next Michael Buffer. Can't wait for December when you call.
Seasons beatings. I like that one.
When you call
That's
this fight.
way stronger.
Way stronger?
Then
Cash
season.
Weezy with the WBC championship shirt.
Yeah, I put it on for the show. You know what I'm saying? Got a little tight on me though. This is like from appreciation party.
Can't tell, man. You looking slim over there, B.
All right, well, thank you, but it's a little tight because the whole screen print is pretty thick.
I'm happy you jumped on. You joining us Friday night, right? For Let's Talk About Sex with Lady Shan.
That's tomorrow night.
Is it tomorrow already? Shit.
Tomorrow's Friday. Yes.
Every day's Friday for Ness, man. I'll be honest. Thank Lord.
Thank Lord.
Word, because I mean today was sunny as hell. Like
today rained out here, man.
What? What the hell is that?
Yeah, it's been raining nonstop here in Michigan.
What?
Like 3 days straight.
What's rain?
I mean, if you don't have no rain, then you don't got no
Hello,
life. So.
my sunshine. Hello. Nah, we got that good old sun over here, man.
Yo, I jumped on right because
What you jumped on?
Caleb Plant, everybody's down Caleb Plant. I'm a casual, I'm cool. That doesn't mean I don't pay attention to the top, right? I'm a marquee boxing fan.
Who on the top?
On the top only, right? Like Canelo, Caleb Plant made it to the top. We all respond off of like, yo, you saw the reflex, yo, he rolled off the smack.
Yo, Doomy frozen? What's up with Doomy over there? Oh, all right.
He
I thought you fell asleep,
Me
Doomy.
too,
Oh my
my
God,
man.
I thought you was out of here.
Just
I
like
was about
Ness,
to call
man.
him
I'm always
old.
working, man. I'm always working. So
I was about to call him old real quick. See, that's why I got a little phone stand, so even when I'm texting, it look like I'm looking at y'all. Y'all be like,
I got to make that
Yeah,
investment.
Ness be like, I do watch you do me the other day. I was like, yo, is his eyes closed? And I'm sure you were reading something, but it didn't appear that way. It appeared like this.
Yeah, Dumatron's about to get an upgrade on his equipment, man.
It's not equipment, man. It's like the position of your camera.
Well, exactly. I need an upgrade of equipment. I'm actually using just the Mac computer.
you need a Logitech at least.
Yeah, Logitech.
I'm gonna see Dumatron different, man.
Oh, a Logitech. Oh, put me in too.
I
Put me in.
have
I don't got no Logitech.
A
I'm
Logitech-
using my MacBook too.
Wow, your MacBook. You must have a new MacBook. That's a pretty clear.
no, hers is placed.
So it's the
hers
light.
is
You
placed
got
in
good
the-
lighting
Oh.
then. You got good lighting.
Yeah, I got the lights, but
You
this
got the
is
circle
definitely
light.
older.
You got the circle light.
I got the I got the
Like the
little
makeup
square.
light?
What's the square like with the stand
Oh,
up?
with the
What's this called?
LEDs. With the
We
LEDs.
got an LED, man.
She has
So-
LED.
Not LED, but it's the other one. It's
It ain't a
similar
bulb.
to the.
Is it a
It's
bulb?
the bulb. Yeah,
Oh,
it's the
it's the
bulb.
bulb.
She got a bulb.
It's like the
so
bulb
bulbs
light.
work too.
Yo, I got a bunch of those too. I don't even use, but
The clamps.
Nah,
You know what?
the
So,
photograph
probably
lights.
Ike can help me out with this. That white banner, the white on that, it reflects that light, right?
Which way? Oh, yeah. But you got to shoot the light to the banner and position the banner where you want the light to hit you.
Call them the light, man.
But you don't put the light on you. You put the light on the banner and place the banner where, like, Like this right here.
Yo, I wish I
ain't gonna
could
that.
get like one of those TV shows to redesign my office. Cause I got plenty of space here. I would love it like a Joe Rogan style, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You want a desk and all
and
that.
then be coming through like via camera. I bought, bro. You don't know I made a mistake.
It's your, you know why you using a Logitech?
No, I know, but I bought a new camera, but I made a mistake, bro.
Yo, can I tell you that Caleb Plant to me has 100%? Yeah, I think he has 100% to get his stamina up. I think, you know, he got defense, box defense, and go deep with Canelo. Like Canelo's gonna try to knock him out early throughout the whole fight, but be patient. So I feel like it's a good fight. Let's not say Caleb Plant is a sucker because of what happened.
Who said he a sucker? What the hell? You
all right, I'm
following?
throwing the word sucker out because they saying, man, he gonna get steamrolled, and that's the same thing. People picked Areola. People picked Uga, Pacquiao over. I mean, pickle people. People picked. That's crazy, right? That's like a tongue twister. People picked
Areola.
Ruiz to walk through Areola.
True.
They went 12.
True.
People picked. That's the tongue twister. People picked Pacquiao over Ugas. Yo, my man's bicep
out there. Damn.
Huh?
He threw out like 8 peas.
Peter Piper pick a pickle. Nah, but people did pick against the A side. I mean, against the B side a lot this year. And, you know, Canelo does look good, but his opposition in the past whatever amount of months, who were they? You know what I'm saying?
They not
So,
playing.
Yeah, they not playing. Plant has been had his eye on Benavidez,
yes,
Canelo.
Yes.
So don't think that he don't got this fire inside him.
Yes.
Andre Ward in his head.
In his
heart is
corner. In his
blaming-
corner, not his head. In his corner.
In his corner, but also in his head. Like this actor one time told me he's from DC. He's in New York. He was like, yo, you know who I got in my head? Raekwon from Wu-Tang right now.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's how he was getting into character.
That's how he was getting into character.
All right,
so
all
I'm
right.
sure that Caleb Plant and Andre Ward forming Voltron. Them two only. So let's not count them out. That doesn't mean that I'm counting out Canelo 100%.
That was the biggest, corniest moment Floyd ever had. Foreign Voltron. I was like, damn, man, why you do that shit?
Oh,
Shit
nah, that was
extra
big.
whack.
That was big.
Yo, was Voltron champ?
That was big. Yo,
Bruh.
you're talking about it.
My man's in Canada getting run down on, and he yells for his security to form a wall around them, and he called it Voltron. Stop,
Yo, you
Stop.
Yo,
Stop,
chill
man.
out.
That's not cool. No way, no how.
Didn't he say? Didn't he recite the lyrics to "American Hero"? Some
What?
shit just a little while ago.
Oh, you
Hulk
talking
Hogan
about-
and the vitamins.
Papa was a real American.
Yeah, some shit just is so
Hey, yo.
nostalgic. You gotta use it, and
Hey,
it
yo.
worked for you. It worked for you.
I just want to let y'all know. I know y'all don't know. I know y'all don't know. I just want to let y'all know. I think now you could send a link to someone that doesn't have an iPhone to FaceTime
yes.
you.
Yeah. The new update, the iOS 15 update. Yep, you can do that now.
That's dope. About time, because you know
Was that released already?
Yeah, I got the 15.
It just
I'm
came
I'm
out,
rocking
like,
the 15. That
The
shit
update
smooth.
like the other day. Yep.
What is
You
it?
can do what?
Exactly.
So
Like
so you
send-
know
if you
you
have
know
an
you can
Android.
only video chat with an iPhone FaceTime, but now you can send them a link like StreamYard, like jump on this FaceTime with me. You Android bum ass user.
Yo, I mean, stay rolling.
Yo, I ain't.
Yo.
Let me not say that because it's probably plenty. Let me just. Yeah, I mean always rolling. But
I
I'm
mean,
always
stay
packing one.
rolling,
Nah,
man.
I stay packing.
but you know what, Enrique? I'm glad.
I
you
never
asked
see you
that.
light
I'm
him
glad
up
you
though.
asked
You
that.
just be, yo, he just be.
I mean, roll
That's
in
his
this
therapy.
pack.
That's his therapy. He just roll. He don't light. That's his
He
therapy.
don't like. He just be like rolling them shits.
Nah,
Yo,
but this is
he
what
worked
I'm
for a
saying, like, I'm about
dispensary,
to be
dog.
on-
They sell
He rolled the pre-roll.
he got pre-rolls.
I'm a Dominican cigar roller.
Ah, you
But
funny.
nah, listen, I'm glad you asked that, Enrique. You want to know why? Because sometimes my wife will come in and she want to indulge, and then she don't got to do the work, so she just come in.
You always got to
So
roll
I'm
for
the-
your
I'm-
lady. Even
She
though my
was
lady don't
grabbing
smoke.
both.
I promise you, I thought all these years I'd already converted my lady into smoking. She ain't having it. I'm like, you whack. Take this tote.
Some people don't do
Meanwhile,
it.
alcoholics mad aggressive. It's like, yo, take a shot. Come on, yo, shots. It's like, yo, chill.
Or the opposite. Hey, yo, man, give me a drink, man, real
You
quick.
never
man.
see a pothead pushing a J in your face like, yo, hit this, Micah. Come on,
Nah,
come on.
Let me say
Yo,
something. I've never
chill.
seen, because I call it relaxation. I've never seen nobody relax the mind and ready to fight. It's
No.
always the people
Alcohol.
that drink. It's
Yeah.
always when you at the club.
Yeah.
It's the people that's alcohol. You know, they be so amped up. Oh, I'm about to fight. But everybody that's relaxing their mind, just be cool and
Chilling.
You know,
We enjoying the
chill.
environment. We
Just
enjoying the
chill,
environment.
just
Not
vibing.
Ness, though. Not Ness, though.
Who?
Oh,
I
not
don't-
this.
I don't
Ness,
get
you
aggressive.
still be acting crazy with
Nah,
me.
nah. He's saying in that he talking about like from a.
That's how he talk.
He talking about from like a you know, micromanaging point of view. Like, you know, I'm a perfectionist. Not that I'm perfect, but I want us to be perfect. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you with that.
And you know, audio bothers me, man. Yo, Info Joe Mike was driving me crazy in Border
Yeah,
Wars,
and
man.
see, look, that was a problem because, and we didn't find out what the problem was, because when the referee spoke, that shit sounds sweet. It was the same exact mic that Info Joe was yelling on.
I think
so
it's
it
the
was
distance.
an equalizer thing.
Nah, I
an
think it was more the
equalizer thing.
distance, like, cause Doomy would just like, you know, he's in his announcer voice, so I think it just distorts as he gets higher pitched. He
That's what I was
needs
saying.
to like a singer. You know, when they doing a high pitch, they move the mic a little bit further away, then they bring it back. You ever seen them performing or not?
Nah, they have a full-blown mixer where they
Nah.
lower it per person getting it.
Nah.
I don't think
I've
it was
seen,
a correct
I've seen
thing.
artists move it away. You know what I'm saying? They don't be all up on
It's
there
too
like
much work, man. Artists got to
Nah.
be artists, man. They not thinking technical. They thinking
Nah.
art.
Artists are performers, man. You got to think technical and you got to perform. That's your problem.
All right.
You
All right.
can't do
Well, then
two
there you
things.
go. Then you
All
got
you
the
could do is
answer.
be
So let's
Cash
try that next
Weezy.
time.
All he could do is be Cash Weezy, the co-host. He can't be Cash Weezy, the co-host, plus someone that's moving two buttons on the board and shit. Like, man,
Nah,
look
it's more
off
than
on
that.
your ass,
It's more
man.
than that. I ain't gonna have that
Nah, you
argument
did
with
it.
you
You did
right
it
here.
in Border Wars in Texas. Remember, you left us on the freeze frame. I ain't never forget that one.
Nah, but yeah. There's a lot.
You
that
could just
goes
be like,
on.
yo, Ness, come on, man. I'm into the fight. So I can't. I'm not
That's
using my
what
hands. I'm
happens,
using
but
my
those
eyes.
aren't the choice words at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
As we-
Because it's the attack with the weed. Like, yo, dope shirt. Doomsday. Dope shirt. Yo, by the way, yo, I
this
sold
one?
6 shirts.
Let me see, Doobie.
Oh, right here. Bam.
Repping the Chino shirt. Sean Jones, where my shirt at, man? Where my shirt at?
Yo, by the way, I sold 6 shirts in one shot. That was dope.
Who inspired you to bring them shirts, though?
I did myself.
Wow.
Trust me.
Yo,
trust me.
I'm the one say, yo,
All
bring
right,
that
let me-
merch, man.
Yo, you bring.
And I'm
you
the
call-
one announced it, like, yo, my man's got that fire merch. And then I'm the one pushed the last 2 customers, like, yo, Jordan, you seen this shit? I got that burgundy when you about to buy, by the way. He like, oh, you got it? Sign mine. I'm like,
All
yeah.
right.
Shh.
Oh,
Nah,
all
he
right.
ain't say
Oh, you
sign.
signed it?
Nah, he ain't say that.
All right,
Imagine.
so then you did it, man. I'm
Look
sorry,
at Michael
I was
like,
being
wait, somebody want you to
man.
sign their shirt.
Real plug, hashtag plug life. I got t-shirts too. The queen got t-shirts. I know I'm just starting.
Nah,
or
you
whatever,
gotta start
but
from the
I
beginning.
gotta start, promoting it on TV
You gotta
and my
show- you gotta
social
show
media.
them.
Yeah.
What is your shirt?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Are they?
It's the one, like, I had it on here before. I actually got it on my Twitter, my background. It say greatness. It got afternoon sports slay, and then it got it on the back. So I'm gonna have to start, when I come on Thursdays when I can, I'm definitely gonna have to start, showing the spotlight in my t-shirts more. For sure.
100%. Yeah, man. So weed is good. That's what I wanted to say.
Where'd that come from?
There go smoking the first time ever. Round of applause. Give him that horn. Nah. So right, we was all in a group, right? I'm in New York City. They take COVID real serious. I gotta go back to work. I gotta get COVID tested. I'm in my head like, yo, what if I'm COVID positive? Like, I took a tote from that weed in that cipher. I don't even remember where I was standing.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Right? It's
Huh?
crazy.
I was like, yo, Doomsday was all in my face on the way in. I was like, I know I got corona.
You know I'm negative. Come on, champ.
Nah, I didn't even want to ask that because that's like disrespectful. I was just being free.
First of all,
wait, let me finish. So I finish my thought. Bishop had the mask on the way in. I'm like, damn, he taking that shit serious. Why I walked in here without my mask? Damn, playing myself. Fuck it. If I got it, I got it already, right? Y'all get tested. My shit came back negative, man. Come on, man.
You good,
So
man.
if y'all was at the party, there was no COVID in the building.
You a beast, man.
Cause I was out there balling.
You a beast. I mean, I could have told you that from Esteban, man. You know what I mean? He was testing the whole Watertown, you know, because he took his shirt off. He exposed himself for us. He was just running around Watertown with no shirt again.
Yeah, but Watertown is empty. Yo, I can see if you said he was running around hugging everybody in the venue. But yeah, Esteban is cool as fuck, by the way. My man is in his head. He very cerebral.
In his head. Yeah, he's very in his head.
Yeah, so
I heard
and
he
I
had
like
Dan up all night.
Yo, my man was like, he had the super anxiety, like he was ready to kill his opponent. And when you bring him somebody new, he's like, nah, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
So,
Esteban, he in my top fave for Border Wars. Is he fighting December 11th?
He's not. He hasn't told me yet, but he
I
said he
hope
will
so.
be there, even if he doesn't fight. He wants to help out. Yeah, you know the community feels him. You know they wanted him to fight Jerome. Wanted him to be at the
Jerome's
last
another one. Jerome
Yeah, nah,
kind of got
that fight is taken though. You know he fighting for sure Fire D as long as all the checks clear. That's gonna be a barn burner.
Yo, Jerome takes boxing serious.
Yeah.
You know, he sits down, he takes it serious. Like, he reminds me of Daniel Jacobs.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of got that vibe live with him. Like, when I saw him after the weigh-in, like, I saw his physique, I was like, oh, shit, that dude's in shape. Boom. And you said something about, yo, Jerome, take your girl, blah, 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 right?
Well,
straight
Esteban,
up count
Esteban, that's his nickname, Mr. Take Your Girl, because he's already got no shirt on.
Oh, okay. So Jerome, I was like, damn, you could count every muscle on his body, right? Boom, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, biceps, 6, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying?
As Weezy was looking at his biceps, like, damn.
He like, yo, we going to make a gym session.
Yeah, I was like, yo, my man's Diesel. Then he sat down and he ate his meal after the weigh-in like a true pro. So Border Wars had every element of professional boxing, and if you're a fan of boxing, it's definitely a good weekend to indulge in because you got the weigh-in, you got the festivities, you got the Boxing Voice people there, you got the fighters there, you got like Robert the Genius fooling the audience that he came out drunk. Like, I just showed up, I'm like, yo, he's gonna get fucked up. He came out with Hennessy and he won the fight night. So it was a very, very entertaining weekend, and I'm sorry to go sway into that. I know we talking Caleb Plant, we talking Usyk, and yeah.
Nah, but it is Border Wars, champ. And you get motivated, man. Like, you know, your man's was you know, he worked hard, and when you know, you get motivated by others, man, to work out and
Right.
wait. So there was a lot of that, and there's
pick up characters too, like the characters of the fighters. That was entertaining for me. Like, I'm that person. And another thing, like meeting Adrian, right, from Wisconsin, and his son Adrian, and there were other people with their sons, and everybody mentioned their sons. I'm like, oh shit, December 11th, I'm gonna have to take my son. You know what I mean? See how he feels about it, you know? So, you know, that's a whole new bond. You know, your son is growing up. He wants to buck, meaning like, you know, he want to challenge you. You be like, nah, that ain't how you do it, Rico. He was like, what you mean that ain't how I do it? And you like, yo, because I've been there. But just like how I was with my father, you know, it's like, nah, you ain't never been there. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I went through that, but, you know, I feel like Adrian's bond with his son because of the Border War, around the Border Wars event.
That was dope.
Inspired me to bring my son, you know what I mean? And not even saying they're the same personalities, but I think my son would have went up there with the camera, or my son would have went ringside, or my son would have been like, Dad, I want to fight. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo,
Cash Weezy.
Rico, he seen it?
Yo.
How old is
Rico? He 15 right now.
Oh, wow. He old.
Yeah, my son.
He
I
grown. How
remember
many
the teacher was
pounds
like, he
is
got a temper. I was like, hell no, he don't.
How many
But
pounds is he?
He's big. He's a big kid.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Word,
He 15. He like 5'10". He probably like $180. So he big. And his hands are heavy, and he's into Jordans and.
Damn. So you might just have a natural boxer, a natural fighter.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's why I'm like, yo, come with me here and see this, you know?
That's what's up, man. Shit, man. That would be awesome, bro. You know?
And it's a bond thing, really, for me, right? Like, my whole purpose is the bond, right? After the fight, he mingles, we mingle. He wants to go. We have dinner. We catch the flight. We come back home. It's a memory. Because Border Wars, it's not small scale in a gym, 5 people. It's an actual audience. It's an event. It's a show. And, you know, I'm commentating. That shit felt good. That's why I'm not paying attention to boards. I'm trying to remember names. I'm like, in the fight, the punch was thrown. Oh, shit, the MMA dude. He's coming back.
There you go, touching his mic. He loved touching his mic. That's a New York City thing or something. What's up with that?
I don't know, man.
On Friday.
Like, yo, he was a rapper in another life. Like, he been, 1 2 1 2.
He like, yo, I want you to hear the static.
Was it staticky?
Wait,
bad. I'm talking too much, man.
Nah, you ain't talking too much. I'm just saying, I don't want you to keep making the habit worse.
It's a thing. So the headphones, you would think, right? You wouldn't do that, but I did it. So I don't even know where that came from. Yo, what up, y'all?
Oh, Weezy was looking.
Yo,
for
you got to these 3. Let me get to these 3 super chats. We got James Benitez. You got to that one? He says TBV's a dysfunctional family.
No, I didn't. You go ahead and take that one. It's a functional family, but we are family. I'm looking forward to TBV daily. Best show on the net. And Queen, I will watch your show more.
And then we got Coach Rivera that says, not a Canelo hater. I still think he has the edge, but what would you think about me if I said I'm a novice and fight in Border Wars? I hate cheaters. Underdog for the win. I hear him. Yeah, and I guess that's a form of cheating, lying about your record. So I get what he's saying. Good comparison there. We're going out to Tigre. Tigre.
Big ups, Ness. Do me. Smash the Nello sound bites. Hashtag TBV.
Yeah. Payday. You want payday?
I know that. Let me get out to JP in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
Yo, everybody in the building tonight. Everybody still there? I'm on the Skype.
What up, JP? Long time.
Yes, sir. You
What
got
up,
Enrique
Ricky?
in
What
the
up?
building, Micah K in the building, Amin, and Dumatron.
All the families there. Micah, I'll say this. In that content creator space, give me the hate. Let me get it. Because hate pays. Love and hate pay. Indifference doesn't. So if a person doesn't feel shit about you, then we got nothing with them. So let me get that hate on my behalf. Nasty Nestor Gibbs. Your name was mentioned quite a few times on the Porter's podcast today. Did you know that?
Nah, I didn't. What are you talking about?
What they was talking about in regards to you. Sean Zattel said they was giving you big love, though. Sean Zattel was like, I used to work for Ness. Sean referenced something you asked him. I forget, dog, but go check it out. You brought up quite a few times on there.
Dope. Shout out to Mr. Porter, man.
There's a lot of love for you. Far as Plant goes, look, man, everybody's tripping. We all know Plant can hang with Canelo for about 3 rounds.
Wow.
That's what. For about
that was a
3 to 4 rounds.
curveball, JP. Come on, stop.
I thought he was gonna go into
Yeah, he went straight for the home plate and then switched it up. Stop.
Right, man. That's truly, dog. I mean, do we think? I just don't see. I think Plant will be competitive, and I think he can be on par with Canelo through about 4 or 5 rounds. But once Canelo, I think that later half of the fight, them body shots, Canelo get the digging like that. I don't think he can mess with it, man. I just really don't think he can take the punches.
For body shots.
Yeah, the punch is just gonna be too heavy. That's my call there. On to this weekend fight, man. Look, I'm a big time Joshua fan. Many people don't know that, and I don't think Joshua gets the love due. Of course, he's from the UK, but I question if Joshua was a black dude, a regular black dude in the United States, how would we be feeling about him right now? I wonder that. But I think
I'm sure
Joshua
he'll get more love from Americans if he was a African American with 4 belts.
I think he would get love.
Word. And it just seemed like the burn over here for him ain't like that.
But you know why? You know why? Because his promoter, it ain't even about that. It's because his promoter pitted America against him by pitting Joshua against Deontay Wilder. So America's rooting for their champion now.
I see. I mean, I don't even think a very casual fan would know that. You know what I'm saying? Because you had to bring that back to my recollect. I don't think a regular casual fan would even know that. But for some reason, man, it just seemed like Joshua, even hardcores, the bros on the back calling and all that. And niggas like whatever with Joshua. But my thing is this. Joshua is the most complete heavyweight fighter we got today. I mean, Tyson Fury's a little too finesse. Wilder's obviously missing some skill somewhere in there. And to me, Anthony Joshua mixes power, boxing, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. He mixes it all well. And you ask me, he's the most well-rounded, complete heavyweight we got today.
See, but that sounds good, but you're contradicting yourself, because you said Anthony Joshua will beat Andy Ruiz, and you also said Caleb Plant has a chance for 3 rounds. So let's not go with these boxing ideas. You got to go with skills, and sometimes skills match up, and it ain't your night, man. And it wasn't Joshua's night when he fought Ruiz, and we don't know what night it's gonna be for Canelo when he fights Caleb Plant. Come on, Caleb Plant got some heat inside of him.
Well, Greek, man, you gotta stop remembering everything I said. You're gonna kill me every time if you remember every damn thing I said. I mean, I'm contradictory, goddammit. We all are. Let's just be honest about it. But tomorrow's fight, man, I mean Saturday, I see Usyk, he's going to come out. He's going to be competitive again, but down the stretch, I think the power, I don't think he'll be able to hurt Joshua. I don't think Joshua will wane or, get tired or anything long enough becoming in slim. You know what I mean? So I just think, is this a bad move for Usyk? I think he's going to be shooting his load too early here. And then they just going to feed him a bunch of Chisoras, a bunch of fat dudes that are over the hill and just, and he'll never get back to this echelon again. So I got Big AJ tomorrow, and shout out to y'all, man. Great show.
They fighting Saturday though, right?
Let me say, because I'm about to dip out too. Mm-hmm. So salute to TBV, the fam. You already know what it is. Make sure I'm gonna put the link in the chat again. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's get the queen to 1,000. I think like I said, I haven't checked it. I'm about at 548, something in that range. Help me to get to that reach to that 1,000 so I can get in the watch hours too. I forgot about that. You gotta have the watch hours. Also go to my Instagram at MKSportsSlay and be looking out. I said that in the beginning of the show. I just did an interview that should be coming out next week. I'm all about working with the youth and kids. His name is Khalil Harvey Jr. Once again, Khalil Harvey Jr., also known as Little KK. All right, so his record is 54-6. He is a 10-time national champ, and he was ranked number 1 in the country by USA Today. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. And you can see me on the Boxing Voice usually, on Thursdays. That's what I try to do or whatever. So make sure you tap tap in with the queen. I'm out, okay, and I'm hungry, so I gotta go.
And that's a
Thank you.
velour shirt. That's a velour shirt. That's suede.
Nah,
like, what
that's
shirt is
tie
that?
dye.
That's tie
It's
dye.
like it's like a little tie dye. Why, Enrique? What you do? You just try to see what the
Nah, because I thought, that maybe you would like segue into your shirt,
Oh, gotcha.
You
no.
dropped the ball. See,
No,
I passed
These
it on
just
the low.
regular.
Boom.
These are white t-shirts. Okay, I see what you did there. So next time I come on, I'm gonna tap into the t-shirts.
You don't
and
even gotta
definitely,
say it like that.
definitely.
But you just hold that one.
Yeah, you're
Hold
right,
that
but
one for next time.
I'm gonna hold my thoughts on what you said about Plant and Canelo. We'll wait. Next time if you pop in, we'll get it popping. You came a little later on in the show, so I can't really get with you like I want to.
Got
But
it.
we'll wait on that. All right. Peace out with this.
All
You know what I
right.
mean, Enrique. Dude.
Peace.
All right. Bye.
Peace.
We
what
got
what
Count-
Keith Thurman said? Pop, 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 pop.
Pop, pop, pop. We got Count Drago that says, I'll be getting all the fights. Most compelling is Crawford versus Porter. Most exciting is Fury versus Wilder. Great heavyweight fights. Undercard solid as fuck. Yeah. So that's all the super chats. And now we got Lids Low in Decatur, Georgia.
Get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
BoxingVoice.com.
Boxing thinking man's game. This a dollar skill up here. You gotta get out and think of motherfucker. That's what
BoxingVoice.com.
TVV, what's happening, fellas?
What up?
What's up?
Lids Low. What up, champ?
Lids
Man, everything gravy, man. Just cool and listening to everybody. Shout out to everybody who called in, by the way, and the chat. I'm gonna keep mine simple. I want people to not forget how good how much people say he ran on that second Andy Ruiz fight. So he will be able to keep up with Usyk if he, I guess, doing that same type of training. I ain't sure. They're Wilder and Fury. Man, I think Wilder gonna get it. I ain't even tripping on Fury playing his little mind games, not showing up, talking about he ain't gonna do this and that. It is what it is. We shall see. I'm riding with Shakur Stevenson on Jamel Herring. No knock to Jamel Herring. He cool peoples, but
that's not this weekend, is it?
No, it's not the weekend. I'm just giving down, the thing, yeah. But I think he gonna pull that off. And it was one more fight, y'all. Oh, Canelo and fucking and Plant. Hey, no disrespect. Hey, now as I speak, always is never disrespected to the person who I ain't picked.
Nah, it's a sport. It's a sport.
Canelo gonna be Plant, shouting. I mean, you could type it up how you want to, knockout, no knockout, a stoppage, whatever. But Canelo gonna do that, boy. And this whole little action with the slapping and all that crunk shit at the thing, yeah, Canelo definitely plan on getting that boy out of there early. Now I had him originally in 7, but it might be earlier. Again, no knock to Caleb. And Caleb, shout out to you for saying people ain't behind you and shit. That's right, my nigga. Do it for you, bro. You don't have to have nobody behind you. They weren't behind you when you started. Just keep that same attitude, bro. I ain't knocking you on your skills and all that shit. Just keep it coming. But Canelo gonna get you, bro. Shout out to everybody. Baldy. Border War 13. I'm gonna think of a slogan too, man. I've been liking some of the ones that been coming out. But Border War 13, Florida. And shout out to my boy Jago. Y'all stay up, man. I'm out of count.
What was that last Border War slogan? I forgot it already. Not the winner one, the other one.
Season beatings. Season beatings.
Oh, season's beatings. Ooh, that might be a little too harsh. You know what I'm saying? Because if you lose, you don't want to go home and celebrate the holidays with a season's beating. You know what I mean?
Man,
your whole family be like, man.
How you looking for December? You booked up? Because I know you said something about
booked
February,
up, but,
right?
I start Monday, and I think I'm gonna tell them like, yo, December 10th, I need off,
and
so
11th.
I can fly. Well, the 11th is a Saturday.
Oh,
so
wow.
like I fly on, I take off the Friday. You know what I'm saying? Fly out, boom, come back
Be there
Sunday.
for the weigh-in. Got to be there for the weigh-ins. You seen the weigh-ins was lit this time.
Nah, the weigh-in will be the Friday though, right?
Yeah.
The 10th.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
I'll
we
take
working on
off.
some big things for this one, man. I just pray everything can go as planned.
Yeah, me too.
We'll be stepping it up venue-wise tremendously.
Oh, you got a venue in mind?
We got a few that we talking to, man. It's about getting them shits confirmed. I'm trying to announce by like next week venue. Yeah, nah, we working.
Nah, it's
man.
gonna be big based off of this one, man. Like this one was exciting. You know what I'm saying? It was on a non-boxing night, so people that watch are familiar. You know what I mean? They're like, yo, this was entertaining. I'm gonna watch again. This was, I'm gonna say, man, it was equal to Triller.
Okay, I mean, Triller had some performances. I think that's what we lack. I know
Without
we had the national anthem.
That, we don't need that though.
I know we don't, but I wanted it. I wanted you and Adrian to even perform either at the fight or at the weigh-in. Like, that should have happened, you know, because that was something that we built up during COVID, and there's people in the community that would have known what that was.
Oh, we ain't even playing for that.
Nah, we talked about it heavy. It's just y'all never committed, so there was never a plan to make. And then he tried to come at you freestyle, and you tried to just walk it off, man. I mean, I think.
But that was off the cameras, daytime.
That shit was like,
you in flip
He
flops.
was on the mic. He was on the mic though. He was like,
there were no cameras out there.
Nah, there wasn't, man. I mean, JB would have kept it rolling if you would have got into it.
That's JB though. That ain't me.
He'd have hit the switch on the cam, but. That's everybody. Majimba said he was just listening. We got all the super chats, NestGTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget, Border Wars is out. You can catch it on the replay. If you're tired of hearing us talk about Border Wars, you don't know what it's about, the video is out. Check it out. It's called Border Wars 12, Watertown, Wisconsin, Unfinished Business. We're already working on Border Wars December 11th, 13. No title yet. Go ahead and suggest the title. Hit me up on Instagram, NestGTO, or at The Boxing Voice. Catch us on the next one. Peace. Where can they find y'all, gentlemen?
Yo, you can find me on Instagram at Fight Talk. Shout out to the people that followed me already yesterday. I'm also on Twitter and YouTube. Same handle, TBV_casual fan. I'm Enrique Church, the underdog, and I'm here all the time. Peace.
Yo, King Amin of Essex. Catch me on Instagram, King Amin of Essex 1. Catch me on YouTube, King Amin of Essex 1 for them championship rounds. And of course on here, TBV, the Boxing Voice podcast. Out.
Peace.